Good evening, friends. Good evening, fans, and welcome to Buzz Riddle Gymnasium, Ron Galbraith Court on the campus of Westminster College. It's PAC tournament time as the Westminster Titans host the St. Vincent Bearcats. How you doing? I'm Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly and RJ Scott as we get you set for an exciting week of PAC basketball. Welcome into my broadcast partner, Ben Kelly. How you doing, Ben?
Doing great, Mark. Look, a lot of hype around this game. The first game Westminster's been in the postseason since 2022. First one that's been here since they won the championship all the way back in 2021. There's an electricity to the campus that is palpable, and it's all going to come to a head right here against St. Vincent.
Coach David Richards, in his first year at Westminster, the three-time PAC title coach, two-time coach of the year at Chatham, a 2009 Westminster grad, and he offered up 3 keys to victory today.
Well, that first one, Mark, is give nothing in transition. The Bearcats, one of the best teams in the PAC in a transition offense. Next one is force a shot off the dribble. The best field goal shooting team in the conference is St. Vincent, but if they don't have a lot of time, they have to shoot quickly. They believe they can really force some quick stops there. And then lastly, take care of the basketball. St. Vincent, third in the conference in the turnover margin, plus 3.8. And if they can hold on to the basketball, they're going to be in for a bit of a better day.
It's Westminster taking on St. Vincent, and it's coming up live right here on your home of the Titans, WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Pizza Joe's in New Wilmington, offering pizza, stromboli and calzones, subs, wings, and salads. Pizza Joe's open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. at 209 South Market Street in New Wilmington.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Riardo's Bar and Grill, offering homemade Italian dishes, game nights on Mondays, and trivia nights on Wednesdays. Located at 1223 East Washington Street in Newcastle. Riardo's Bar and Grill, opening at 4 p.m. every day and closed on Sundays. Visit riardos.com or call 724-698-7259.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Sunset Lanes, offering bowling, food, and drinks, located at 1218 Idaho Street in Farrell, Pennsylvania. Sunset Lanes open every day until midnight, closed on Sundays. Call 724-981-9363 or visit online at bowlingoftheballs.rocks.
Welcome back to Galbraith Court inside Buzz Riddle Gymnasium. Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly will join RJ Scott in a moment as well. Coach Richards had a chance to sit down with our Ben Kelly earlier today. Let's check it out.
Last game against Geneva, top to bottom success, 33 bench points, full team win. When you have a win like that, how does that instill team confidence going into this playoff game?
Yeah, it was a great team win to go into the PAC Playoffs, and that was one of the messages we had last week is we want to be playing, our best basketball going into this weekend. Aside from our bench points, I thought our bench did a great job just bringing energy off the bench. Their defense coming off the bench was tremendous. So, when we get that energy off the bench from us, it helps us a ton.
You've always said since the start, take things one day at a time, one practice, one game, very singular in your focus. How has the team embraced that just throughout the whole season and now heading into playoff time?
Yeah, they've embraced it since the beginning of the season. The season's such a grind. It's such a long season. These guys started lifting the second week of school, and they've done a great job of buying into every single day, trying to make the team better. And that's been the focus this week too. Sunday we watched film. We had a good team practice each day. It's getting this team better.
And just lastly, Coach, you're 12-4 in the PAC playoffs, 3 PAC titles. As a coach, what's allowed you to really thrive in these pressure environments?
I'd say the number one thing is having really good players. I've been blessed to coach, really talented players that have done a great job of buying into the team success. This year we have a very talented group of guys that, value team success over individual success. When you have a group like that, you have a chance to do great things.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ben Kelly. Thank you, Coach Richards. Time now to meet the third member of our broadcast crew. Let's go down to floor side to RJ Scott.
Playoff success is nothing new to DPR's. Consistently here, consistently dominating, but this time he has a bump in the road. He has Westminster faced. Last time facing them was a loss, but like I said, he's been to 5 PAC titles straight appearances, to say the least, 1-4, lost 1, and he has 400 wins all time, 12th among all active D3 coaches. He knows what success is, and tonight he must implicate it to get past the Titans.
Thank you very much, RJ. Time to look at the tournament bracket here in the PAC. The Westminster Titans coming in as the number 1 seed in the North.
That's right, Mark. That's right, Mark. They're going to be facing the winners of Grove City and Chatham in the semifinals on Thursday. The winner of this game, of course. Franciscan is traveling to Allegheny. That's going to be one to keep an eye on as well. Two teams that gave Westminster a hard time this season. Going to be a great game down there in Meadville. And then W&J, the number 1 seed in the whole tournament, is hosting Geneva. It's important to note that W&J has the home court advantage all the way through to the championship game should they make it there.
All right, Westminster would certainly host if they could get a win into that next round as well. Good luck to the Westminster women's team as well as they match up against St. Vincent down in St. Vincent today. That game over on Titan Radio if you're looking for that one. Recently for the Westminster Titans, they're coming off a Saturday win at Geneva, 91-62. The Titans jumped out 47-26 at the half and cruised to victory. DJ Harrell with 20 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds led the way. Drew Weir added 15 points with 7 boards. Trey DePietro and Trevor Sifke both with 10 apiece. Titans shot a season-high 60% from the field, 48% from 3. And it was the 5th game the Titans have had 12 three-pointers in a game. That followed an overtime win on Wednesday, 88-82, where DJ Harrell pumped in 36 points. Drew Weir added 25.
That's right, season high for Trevor Sifke and 16 straight games with 15 or more for DJ Harrell. For St. Vincent, it's been a tough finale, losing the last 2 games, 95-76 at Franciscan, and then 83-74 at Chatham. That Chatham game, Jaden Gales led with 25 points. 2 others had double figures. That's Javante Jones with 13, Jaden Payne with 10. Overall, the Bearcats shot 45.2% from the field. Only 4 of 21 from 3, Mark. They're the second best three-point shooting team in the conference, tied with Geneva. Only 4 of 21. They had 34 paint points, 8 lead changes, 7 ties. Chatham led by 1 at the half, pulled away late in the second.
Teams have a long history with St. Vincent on top history-wise, 27-14 overall.
That's right, Mark, and as we take a look at the history, it goes all the way back to 2007, but who can forget when St. Vincent came here back in 2024, one of 3 unbeaten teams in the nation. Westminster handled business 90-80 overall. Always a good game whenever St. Vincent comes into town, Mark. Just earlier this season, these two met in New Orleans for the only regular season game. The Bearcats trailed by 16 points, but a buzzer beater to force overtime sent us to an extra frame. DJ Harrell and Drew Weir took care of business. Harrell led the overtime effort with 7 points. Drew Weir had 5 of his own and scored all 12 points for the Titans. Westminster came up victorious in that one, 89-83. Again, the last time they played here was that game. Always a good one whenever the Bearcats come to New Wilmington.
Taking a look at some of the comparison stats, Westminster, number 6 in the PAC at offense at 78 points a game. The number 2 team is St. Vincent, 82 points a game on the offensive side. Westminster defense, are they up to the task? They average 71 a game. That's number 3 in the conference. Free throw wise, Westminster at 68, St. Vincent at 69%. The Titans have made 204 threes this year. That's number 4 in the conference at 32%. And 181 threes for St. Vincent. That's number 8 in the conference, but their 36% rate is number 2.
That's right, Mark. As you take a look at the other miscellaneous stats, but it's going to be important to protect the basketball. Westminster out-rebounded just by 1 point. This is a close one, 36 for Westminster, 37 for St. Vincent. Steals as well, 9 for St. Vincent, 7 for Westminster per game. And overall, just take care of that basketball. Things should be all right for both teams.
We're going to take a moment to go courtside back with R.J. Scott as he has a chance to talk to D.P. Harris.
I am here with legendary coach D.P. Harris, 12th among all active D3 coaches in wins. Coach, what does it take to maintain such consistency to get to the playoffs year in and year out?
Well, I think it's being at a great school that supports it and having great players.
Indeed. So, and tonight, what is the plan to stop the offensive prowess of Westminster, especially DJ Harrell, who you played last game, obviously, gave you some trouble. What's the plan tonight for him?
I tell you what, we're going to have Devontae guard him tonight. We want to put a larger guy on him to contest shots and just grind him out, and hopefully he gets tired legs and misses some shots. Last time we were here, he made every shot he took.
Yes, sir. And did you learn anything else besides stopping DJ from last game that you can apply to this game?
No, not really. I mean, they have a great coach, they have a great program, and it's 2 really good schools and a great conference that allows us to be a great game.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you so much, Coach. Good luck, and thank you.
Thank you very much, R.J. Scott, with D.P. Harris, the 20-year coach from the St. Vincent Bearcats. St. Vincent ended the season 11-5. Last week, they were tied for first place, and that one loss knocked them down to the 4 seed to match up in this one. Some of the key players in this game, first off for the Westminster Titans, They'll be led by DJ Harrell. DJ, the number 2 scorer in the PAC, number 8 in assists as well. 50% of his field goals made this year. That puts him at number 6, and he's number 5 in minutes played. Drew Weir averages 15 a game, 7.5 rebounds for the Titans. He's shooting it at 51%. Trey DePietro, 12 points, 5.5 rebounds, and shoots 51%. And we'll pause right there as we are going to honor America with our national anthem. National anthem here at Westminster College. We mentioned some of Westminster's key players, and DJ Harrell, Drew Weir, and Trey DePietro before the anthem. We'll continue with Mick Hergenrother. Mick, senior season, 6 points a game, number 5 in the PAC with 3.5 assists per game, and number 4 with 2.2 steals. And one we're going to mention that's not playing today, Nick Ryan, who averages 10 points and 6 rebounds per game, out with a knee injury, will not play today.
Yeah, that's going to hurt Westminster, but the key players, Mark, for St. Vincent, Jaden Gales, team leader in points per game, 3-point shooting, and overall rebounds per game, 6 in the PAC with 17.3 points per game. Dev Ostrowski leads the team with 45 steals out of Connecticut, the 6'3" guard. Also for St. Vincent, Javante Jones, a local kid out of Beaver Falls, 6'5" forward, 10.3 points per game. Mike Izzolino, 86.7% free throw shooting. He leads the team. And then lastly, Maxwell Gordon, best playmaker in the PAC, 4.3 assists per game.
Today's officials are Austin Jones, Tom Drennan, and Jesse Joseph. And time now to look at the starting lineups for Westminster. Number 2, Lucas Stanley, a 6'2" freshman, averaging 7 a game. DJ Harrell, wear number 5, averages 20 points a game. He's a 6-foot graduate student. Number 13, Drew Weir, a 6'6" senior, averaging 15 a game. Number 22, Mick Hergenrother, a 6-foot senior, averaging 6 points a game. And number 25, Trey DePietro, the 6'7" senior, averaging 12 points a game.
Goes this way for the Bearcats. Number 0, Dev Ostrowski, a 6'3" guard. Number 1, Javante Jones, 6'5" forward, a grad student. He wants more. Jaden Payne, 6'7" forward out of Youngstown, Ohio, shooting 50% from the field. Jaden Gales, the star player, second best field goal shooter in the PAC, 6'6" out of Pittsburgh. And number 33, Mike Izzolino, another grad student, 6'1" guard out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
So we get set for the number 1 Westminster Titans, 1 in the north against number 4 in the south in St. Vincent. First round game. Winners go on, losers collect in uniforms. So it's a do-or-die game for these two teams. That often raises the angst for players, especially some of these guys that might be in their first or second time. But Westminster with some nice experience out there. That will start the freshman Stanley in replacing Nick Ryan. But Titans in those white uniforms with the blue numbers are ready to go under a veteran coach, David Richards.
Yeah, hasn't yet even had 10 starts, Lucas Stanley, but someone with a lot of playoff experience, Mark. He was a Whippeal runner-up last year with Union, and someone that you can trust with a lot of, same with Mick Hergenrother. I said to Mick, I go, how's your a lot of playoffs entering from Mount Union? He goes, well, yeah, we lost in the national championship game on a buzzer beater, so maybe no one more than Mick Hergenrother knows what it takes to make a deep playoff run.
Getting ready to do this one. It'll be black uniforms for St. Vincent with gold numbers. Westminster in the white with the blue, as we mentioned. And we are set to get this one going as we will start the PAC playoffs right here. Tap is controlled by St. Vincent, and it's basketball time at Buzz Riddle Gymnasium. St. Vincent will work the basket to our left. Payne trying to go near side and threw it away. First turnover, and a miscommunication. Westminster basketball.
Yeah, and that's huge to get a turnover like that. We said protect the ball in the pregame, Mark. That was the third key for Coach David Richards, and now you get the chance to really make Geneva pay.
Top of the key, Hergenrother. Left side, it goes to Harrell. Harrell into the corner for Weir. Weir a couple of dribbles as he works against Gales. Back out front, cross-court pass nearly thrown away, but Stanley picks it up with a shot clock at 8. Getting downhill, Harrell floats it off the glass. It's no good, and a rebound grab by Ostrowski.
Another miscommunication, but good presence of mind by Stanley to get there to that loose ball, keeping him playing a rare miss there for DJ Harrell.
Ostrowski to Isolino to Gales' right side. Gales spins in the lane with the left hand. It's off the glass and good. The first basket belongs to Jaden Gales.
Well, he's going to do that, Mark. He's so good in the paint. They have to box him out, said Coach David Richards. He's going to spin left in the post a whole lot. He's going to make that move comfortably throughout the night.
Harrell top the key to DePietri. You see Harrell working against the taller Javante Jones at 6'5". You heard Coach D.P. Harris mention, I want to try to put a taller guy on him this time. Top of the key, Weir fakes a 3. Out front for DePietro. Shot clock down at 5. DePietro moving inside. Off balance turnaround is up and good. That was a tough shot, but in for Trey DePietro.
Well, that's pretty from Trey DePietro, Mark, and that's great patience, and that's really showing the veteran presence that he has. So tough when you're in the paint with single digits on the clock to just get one up, no mistake.
Ostrowski working right side of the basket, bangs in, shots off the rim, no good. Rebound tapped around, tipped a couple times by Payne, can't get it to go. Payne again, and then foul. Right, multiple opportunities for Jaden Payne, the 6'5", 6'7" freshman. And Westminster picks up the foul inside.
Well, it's great defensive rebounding. Look, Jaden Payne, 6'7". He's going to win a lot of post battles right there, Mark, but it's great tenacity by the 6'6" Weir, who has an inch shy on Payne to keep fighting. And
reach-in foul was called on Harrell. The first foul shot, no good. For Payne, a 70% foul shooter on the year. Jaden Payne out of nearby Ursuline. Second shot is off the back rim, no good as well, and Weir with a Titan rebound.
That's really big to force that rebounding pressure and not have any points allowed off of the free throws. Really a good chance to strike now for Westminster.
Hergenrother, top of the key. Working against Ostrowski, try to get the inside, the ball deflected off DePietro, taken away by Ostrowski.
That's his 46th steal this season. He leads the Bearcats. He's going to be a ball hawk most likely tonight.
Inside it goes again to Payne, dips in, puts a shot up, it's no good. Poked in the eye, maybe in the mouth was DePietro, and Payne missed the shot while DePietro holds his mouth and gets the second one to go.
Well, that's a good way to make up for the 2 missed free throws, Mark, is get the hoop and the harm. And again, there's that rebounding we talked about, but down low in the paint, it's a really nice job to get that board back and just stays tenacious. Mick Hergenrother, 5'10", not much he can do against the 6'7" Payne.
So foul shot line left for Payne. 4-2, the lead for St. Vincent.
This is last 2, Mark, a D2 transfer from Malone University.
Tarek Crosby checks in the lineups. Foul shot, no good. And the rebound grab by Westminster.
Well, they can't count on missed free throws from Payne. He's a 70% shooter, like you said, Mark. He's going to be making these sooner than later.
Harrell to the basket. The shot's up and good. DJ Harrell with the right hand, and we're tied at 4. So trying to get Maxwell Gordon into the game. He's at the scorer's table. And also into the game, Jaden Bailey for the first time for St. Vincent. There's Bailey down the lane with the right hand. It's high off the glass. No good. Got his own rebound blocked by DePietro. Loose ball grabbed by Hergenrother. Titans on the run up the right side into the corner. Stanley open 3. It's up. It's good. And Lucas Stanley buries the 3 on the right wing. And Westminster leads 7-4.
Listen to that noise. You think he's not ready for this, Mark. The freshman out of Union ignites this crowd for the first big deep ball of the game. He checks in to give the Titans the first lead of the game.
45 threes now for Stanley. Here's Jones. Feeds that ball out front for Crosby. Crosby hands it to Gales. Gales stumbles into the foul line area. Titans wanted to travel. Back out front is Gales. He'll float a 3. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound grab by DePietro. Boy, as soon as he shot that, he went chasing after it to Gales. He knew he missed it. Down the floor. Weir with a 2-hand slam. Drew Weir bangs it home, and Westminster Westminster leads 9-4. St. Vincent wants a timeout.
Oh, you think this doesn't mean anything to the fellas, Mark? This is the first home playoff game of their career, and they've lit the crowd into flames. It's limbs in the bleachers. What an incredible scene from the Titans. A 5-point lead early, and they're looking to keep striking.
We'll take a quick timeout. We're back with more in a moment. Titans 7, St. Vincent 4. Your home of the Titans, WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Ed & Jerry's Auto Service, 275 North Market Street in New Wilmington, offering auto repair, maintenance, and towing services since 1964. Ed & Jerry's Auto Service open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
A 9-4 start for Westminster.
Yeah, 7-0 run before that break for Westminster, Mark. And
we're going to send it down quickly to RJ Scott. RJ.
Quick out of the Bearcats huddle. He said we can't let guys blow passes. We were doing good at first, but now we got to pick up and have a next play mentality.
Thank you, RJ. St. Vincent basketball. Gordon across the timeline. Gordon's had a heck of a year off the bench for St. Vincent, leading the PAC in assists. Gordon will go left side on the wing. It's Payne to the basket. Blocked by DePietro. Second block for Trey. Westminster on the run.
That's one turkey, Mark. That's 3 straight defensive stops. Coach Richard says we got to get 7 of those in a game, and thinks he really likes his chances when they get those 3 stops in a row 7 times.
There's Harrell down the lane, and the ball stripped away. Teamed up by Crosby and Maxwell on the run. It's Bailey to the basket. Blocked again by DePietro. This time a foul. Boy, Trey went up with 2 hands and thought he had the block. With the foul called on Trey DePietro, that'll be his first.
Trey has forced the ball into the hands of Westminster the last 3 drives. That would have been 4 had the foul not been called, and he got the rebound, Mark. 2 big blocks, 1 big defensive rebound, and he's been everywhere on the back end of the court and just gets a bit too physical going up in the post.
Takes us to the media timeout. We're back with more in a moment. Westminster 9 and St. Vincent 4. 15:59 on our clock, and your home of the Titans, WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Reed Activewear, offering men's and women's activewear and custom embroidery. Located at 1610 West Jackson Street in Painesville, Ohio. Reed Activewear, open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, closed on weekends. Visit reedactivewear.biz or call 440-352-7433.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Sunset Lanes, offering bowling, food, and drinks. Located at 1218 Idaho Street in Farrell, Pennsylvania. Sunset Lanes open every day until midnight, closed on Sundays. Call 724-981-9363 or visit online at bowlingoftheballs.rocks.
Back here, Galbraith Court, Buzz Riddle Gymnasium. Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly and R.J. Scott. Westminster at the first media timeout leading 9-4. Some highlights early on, you can see.
Yeah, really nice putback by DJ Harrell. His first bucket of the game and unlikely to be his last. Look at this 3-ball, though, from Lucas Stanley, team leader in 3-pointers per game. What a great opening for the freshman, Stanley. And then another big block here by Trey DePietro. He's had 2.
4 different Titans have scored thus far. To the left and shooting the foul shot is Jaden Bailey. First one's no good, and right now, St. Vincent 0 of 4 from the line.
5-point game, Mark. That's obviously huge.
Second shot is up and good. So Bailey will split the pair. It's a 9-5 Westminster lead. Little full court man pressure here for St. Vincent.
That ends a 7-0 run that Westminster had to put themselves up by 5 points.
Weir on the wing, looks inside, and actually the ball poked away. Last touch by Maxwell Gordon.
Well, Gordon checks into the game, Mark, one of the key players. He's the best playmaker in the PAC, over 4 assists per game, and that's something that Coach Richards loves to have his guys do, and no doubt Harris as well.
Inbound out front will go to Hergenrother. Westminster with 16 on the shot clock. Right side for Mick, around a screen for DePietro to the foul line. Crosses it out to Weir. Weir on the wing, get downhill to the basket, off the glass, and it's blocked inside. Nice block by Jones.
Jones an inch shorter than Weir, still gets that hand up.
On the run, it's Crosby. Dumps it down low for Payne with a right hand. His shot no good. Rebound banged around and grabbed by Weir. Westminster with a run out. Harrell on the wing. Puts it in a high gear to the baseline. And now hesitates as he backs in against Crosby. Fakes, dips, left hand is off the glass. No good, to the rebound grab by Jones.
Just a bit too strong. He wants a foul on the play. Not going to get one.
Jones on the run, get a hand off to Bailey. And back out front for Gordon. The sophomore down the lane, throws it up off the glass and good.
Well, they've been attacking the paint, Mark. St. Vincent, the best field goal shooting team in the PAC, but maybe didn't have the best performance they had in the 3-point line. They're going to attack the paint, and so far it's been working for them. Cuts the lead down to 2.
Westminster with that 9-7 lead. On the screen comes Harrell, feed it back up front to Petro, 3 in the air. Good trade to Petro. Had a couple of threes on Saturday, gets one there, and on the season, 14 triples for the big guy.
Well, it's a good way to keep St. Vincent at an arm's length, Marcus. Have the big man knock one down from deep.
Westminster with a 12-7 lead. Crosby gets to the foul line. That's what Gordon, I meant to say. Back out front to Payne. Payne at the foul line. Flips it to Bailey. Bailey in front of the basket. Back out front. Jones works to his left, spins back right, fires it, and it's off the leg of Bailey and out of bounds. Westminster ball, good hands by Mick Hergenrother to poke it away.
Well, that's all Lucas Stanley, Mark. It's a 12-foot jumper that the freshman gets a hand in, forces the ball loose to the far side of the floor, and then it just falls out of bounds off the legs of Bailey.
3 starters check back into the game, as well as number 24, Colin Maston, and number 21, Duncan Spalding on the St. Vincent side. Westminster sticks with the first 5. Coach D.P. Harris said he's planning on using a lot of guys tonight, see if he can tire out Westminster throughout this game. To Petro, and swing it across to Stanley, top of the key. And over to Harrell with a shot clock at 10. Harrell fakes right, goes left, lost the ball, gives it to Petro, shot clock at 6. Trey puts it on the floor, getting downhill to the basket, put it up off the glass, and good! And a foul to go with it. That's the second time of the game that Trey beats the shot clock with a basket.
Took the words out of my mouth, Mark. That was my whole point. But look at that. Single digits, around 3 seconds on the shot clock. He wins his bump just barely and throws up a prayer. It's a great job by the senior. Have patience. It's a virtue for a reason, Mark. He does it just beautifully in the paint. Throws up a righty. Gets it to fall. And now one of the better shooters on the team goes to the line.
Only 7 points, now 8 for Trey DePietro as Westminster leads 15-7.
It's their largest lead of the night, Mark, 8 points.
Across the timeline with a slow dribble comes Gordon in the black uniforms for St. Vincent. Gordon looking for help. Out front to Maston and back to Gordon and Hergenrother. Getting called for the reach-in foul. Second foul on Mick Hergenrother.
Yeah, and 4 for Westminster already in this half. Only 1 for St. Vincent. That's going to get Hergenrother out of the game. Hendershot checks in.
Jackson Hendershot in for the first time. The senior averaging 3 points a game.
Had 3 big shots against Geneva. Had 9 points, his second most of the season.
15-footer off the rim, no good rebound. Gales back up and in off the miss.
Well, it's a good job by Gales to get inside Harrell there. Win the rebound, put it back up. It's 5 offensive rebounds for Geneva now.
Gales leads Geneva now with 4. Harrell out front to the basket with a right hand. It's off the rim, no good. Harrell can't get it. Harrell can't get it to go in, and he'll get to the foul line to shoot a pair. Talking with Coach Richards, like early in the season when he was talking about even times where he was using a shorter bench and not as many guys, he says, you know what, we're halfway through the season now. Guys are ready to play 30, 35 minutes. We had a couple guys in that game against Grove City played 40 minutes. Harrell, the first time these two teams played, I think he was 43 of the 45 minutes because Mick Hergenrother tweaked an ankle that day as Harrell hits the first foul shot. So there's a lot going on, but Coach believes in the conditioning that he's done, and he's not afraid to leave his guys out there for extended minutes.
Yeah, absolutely not. When you got guys like Mick Hergenrother, who last year averaged over 35 minutes a game, he's used to running marathons up there.
2 shots made by Harrell, now with 4 for DJ, as Gebos Koros gets set to check in for Westminster. Gordon will go on that right wing for Maston. Back out front for Gordon, into Gales. Gales squaring up against Weir to the baseline, shoots it with the right hand. Weir got a piece of it, Gales got it back, banged it off the bottom of the rim, and then Weir with a rebound. Weir working hard inside, yes.
Now 7 defensive rebounds for Westminster. They've been great in the post to get those loose balls and take it back up in transition.
Here's Harrell, 3, top of the key. His shot is no good, and the rebound grabbed there by Gales. St. Vincent down 17-9. Feeds Gales, top of the key. Throws it off the glass to get it back. And he does get it back, but he has to save it. Now they're going to say out of bounds. He was off balance, so avoid the travel. He threw it off the glass with an attempt to get it back, and that leaves D.P. Harris shaking his head.
And it was almost play of the year. Threw it to himself at the baseline for the great alley-oop dunk, but just a bit too high off the baseboard rebound.
Westminster basketball, just a quick pause for Gordon to fix his shoe. 12:10 to go here in this first half. 4 different players have scored for the Titans, led by DePietro with 7. Weir's going to hand off to Harrell at the top of the key. Harrell left side for Stanley. He has room. 3 in the air. Got it! A foul to go with it. And a chance. Well, I think the foul might be against Weir, so I don't think it'll be a 4-point play for Stanley. But count the basket for Stanley, and it'll be Westminster basketball after the foul.
Well, St. Vincent is slowly walking back to the benchmark, down 11, but let's take a look at Lucas Stanley delivering as the first-year player in the big moment. He had 9 3 balls against Bethany just last week, and he's got 2 early ones so far today, leading the Bearcats 20-9.
Took it to a media timeout. We'll take the quick timeout as well. Officials may actually be looking at the screen, so if Ben White wants to get in position, we can get a peek at what the officials are looking at here, and it may be timing on the play to see whether it's during the shot or not, or if the foul takes that 3 off the board.
It looks like it's going to be against Isolino of St. Vincent.
Well, it's not necessarily who the foul is on right now. Now it matters if that foul occurred before Stanley shot the ball. It could take the 3 off the board. So that's a key there. If it occurs during or after, then Westminster's going to get the ball again. So let's see what we have.
Looks like
Stanley was in the upward motion, but did he let it go is going to be the big question. As we're looking at the replay, Ben White in position, looking at it as well. And it's going to be really close. I mean, there's a chance that this basket comes off the board.
Well, it's got to be overturnable, obviously, Mark, but Weir goes down right when Stanley is coming up on his shot.
Officials talking to David Richards. David's trying to say he was letting it go. So the officials have not yet made the decision, or have they? Drew Weir's going to step to the line right. There's no reason that Weir would be at the foul line now. Drew Weir was not shooting. It's going to be Westminster basketball.
Still says 20-9 on the score.
RJ, do you have anything down there?
I didn't get the exact explanation, but I did hear the referee indeed say white ball. I was there too late. I was in the Bearcat huddle, obviously listening to them, but it is indeed White's ball. You were not confused, Mark.
Okay, the 20 did not come off the board, though, so that's good. So Westminster gets the basket, so count the 3 from Stanley. And now it'll be a Westminster inbound, the basket to our right. With that foul, as you mentioned, Ben, on Isolino. Third team foul on St. Vincent. Right side, Stanley. He wants another one. It's up. It's off the back rim this time. No good. And the rebound grab there by Ostrowski.
That's huge for St. Vincent to knock up another big basket after the foul, after the 3 ball as well. They get it back. They can reset now.
Titans' biggest lead is 11 right now. Down the lane, right side. Crosby has a ball knocked away on the shot. Ball slapped out of bounds. Westminster thought they might have it, but officials saying this ball stays with St. Vincent is Trevor Sifke and Mick Hergenrother check into the Titan lineup. Stanley and Harrell will check out.
Trevor Siski did not play against St. Vincent earlier in the season. He's coming off a season-high 10 points against Geneva.
Made his first 2 career threes as well in that one. Made 2 of them. On the lob on the inbound, Skevos Koros going to be called for the foul. Titans picking up foul number 5. First on Koros.
Koros, a physical defensive player. Liable to some of those, but again, 5 team fouls for Westminster early on in this first half.
Up front with the basketball, Ostrowski going to stop and pop. A 17-footer, good. He is a very streaky shooter, is Dev Ostrowski, and that's his first make. 20-11 Westminster leads.
Greg Coach Richards calls him a sniper, a athletic scoring forward, Ostrowski.
Up front, here we'll flip it to Sifke, right side for Hergenrother. It's a Hendershot, step back, 3 balls off the back rim, and no good. Rebound grabbed underneath by Gales. Ball ahead, left side. Crosby gets into the lane, flips it with a right hand, and it's good. Over top of Hendershot, and it's now a 20-13 Westminster lead.
Textbook possession there for St. Vincent. Great defensive rebound and really nice passing. A good finish down low.
Wing left for Sikti, coming down the lane, flips it into the corner for Koros. Koros in front of the St. Vincent bench, into the paint with the left hand, too strong, got it back, put it up, put it in. Offensive board in the bucket off his own miss for Skevos Koros.
Oh, the first offensive rebound for Westminster, Mark. It's a nice put back for Koros to grow the lead back to 9 for the Titans.
Left side. Crosby will feed it top of the key. Bang it inside. Jones trying to get to the baseline against Koros. Jones spins back to his right. A little hook shot is up and good. Nice looking shot that time for Javante Jones' first 2. 7 different players have scored for St. Vincent.
And like you said, Mark, they're a very deep bench. They got a really good quality team, and they can go up and down the lineup and have success on offense.
Morgan Rother to Weir, top of the key. Drew spins to the foul line, banging in against Payne. Picks up the dribble back out front with a shot clock at 10. Morgan Rother works right, has room, fires a 3. It's off the back rim, no good. And Crosby had the rebound tied up. Good work by Jackson Hendershot to tie him up, and that's Westminster's ball.
Hendershot, he's scrappy, Mark. He started all last year, been a 6th man for Westminster, and he gives more effort than a whole lot of 6th men out there.
DePietro and Harrell check back in for Westminster after a short break. Titans to inbound. A little box set here. Under the basket, still looking. They give it to Sifke on the wing left. See if he feeds it to DePietro. Trey leads Westminster scorers early with 7. Here's Skevos trying to get inside the ball. Taken away. Another steal for Ostrowski. Ahead left side on the wing for Gordon. Back to Ostrowski, 3 in the air. Off the rim, no. And the rebound tapped into the corner. And who's it off? It's going to say last off of St. Vincent. So good position there by DePietro. And Westminster ball.
Yeah, DePietro has been everywhere on the defensive side of the floor, Mark. So far today, he's got 3 blocks. He's got a whole lot of defensive rebounds as well. Been a great game for him.
Westminster 8 of 16 from the field. St. Vincent 7 of 19 here in the early going. Morgan Rother races across the timeline, feeds it to Koros. Koros baseline opposite for Sifke. Out front for Harrell. Westminster leading 22-15, 9:03 to go. Here in the first half. Hand off to Sifke. Spins in the lane. Sifke gets fouled. He's going to get 2 at the line. Nice move by Trevor Sifke.
Well, it's only the 2nd time he's going to go to the line this season, Mark. He's 1 of 2. Trevor Sifke makes a really, really nice move in the paint, try and spin loose. Heard the crowd oohing and awing, but just fouled as he goes up there, and it caused him to miss the shot short.
Trevor missed a good part of the early season with an injury. He's kind of slowly seen more minutes as the season has gone on as he makes that first foul shot. Pretty good contributor on the squad a year ago. Sifke was the 4th leading scorer last year on the team. Second shot is up and good. Trevor gets them both. And now 3 of 4 on the season from the line, and Westminster leads 24-15.
Titans kind of staggering between that 7 to 11 point lead. That's comfortable.
Gordon around to pick right side, feeds it top of the key. Payne will hand it off for Crosby. Crosby 3 in the air. It's off the back rim, no good. Long rebound, no grab by Jones. Puts it back up. It's off the rim, no. Crosby leaps in for the rebound to keep it alive for St. Vincent. Toss it back out front for Gordon. Crosby lobs it inside. Jones to Ostrowski. Ball slapped away by Sifke, a Titan takeaway.
Well, that great rebound by Crosby. Taken back on a better steal by Westminster. He came out of nowhere.
DePietro spins into the paint, banging inside, spins back to his right, fake, back to his left, put it up, doesn't go, but a foul and a chance for 2 at the line for Trey DePietro.
Well, DePietro goes to the line, more patience in the paint, but Mark, he's the best active Westminster free throw shooter. Nick Ryan leads the team altogether with 83.5%. DePietro 71.5%.
So line right for DePietro, pretty much even with Harrell for that 71% spot. Puts the foul shot up back rim and no good for Trey.
Full line change coming in for St. Vincent, Mark. All 5 guys out.
First one that we see is Amari Davis. It's in, or Amari Days, I should say, number 13 for the first time. Everyone else back in there as before, and Isolino returns as well. Line right, second shot is up and good for DePietro. It's a 25-15 Westminster lead, 8:12 to go here in the first half. Nice crowd here at Westminster today. Buzz Riddle Gymnasium, that far side bleachers over 3/4 filled now. Goes right side to Isolino on the wing. Great catch and shoot 3-point shooter is he. Isolino, couple of dribbles. Feeds it to Maston. Back to Izzolino out front. Izzolino trying to turn the corner against Sifke, dumps it down low. Shot is up, a reverse layup, no good, but they're going to call basket interference. Somebody got caught up in the net, and they call a goaltend. So give the basket. I believe that was Duncan Spalding on the reverse.
Yeah, Spalding was locked up really nicely by DJ Harrell that entire drive, and he just gets a little bit of separation, and looks like there might have been a bit of contact with the mesh.
We might have needed to see that a little bit sooner. If you have it again, guys, we'd love to see that one more time. And to see if we can see that hand in the net at the beginning of that play. There's a dump. And
yeah, just
somebody hit the net.
It looks like it's DePietro right swiping the bottom of the net as the ball goes up.
So the official felt that it was enough net to kind of snap that down, and with that snap down, then they called the basket interference. The goaltend give the basket. We'll give that to Duncan Spalding for his first two.
Well, Mark, the Westminster College Swimming and Diving Team is again offering swim lessons for children ages 4 to 12 who are looking to learn or improve their swimming abilities. Children are grouped by age and skill and are taught by team members. Cost is $100 for 7 lessons, and parents are welcome to watch from the observation area. For dates and times and complete registration info, contact Coach Todd Slobodniak at sloboddtd@westminster.edu.
8 different players have scored for St. Vincent. Gales leads the way with 4. Lucas Stanley with 6. Trey DePietro with 9 leads Westminster. 6 different players have scored for the Titans. Early rebound numbers, 15 for St. Vincent, 10 for Westminster. 9, though, offensive rebounds for St. Vincent thus far. That's a huge number.
Yeah, especially when you consider the 6 second chance points that St. Vincent has been able to rack up.
When you get 9 offensive rebounds, you're going to get second chance points. Out front, Hergenrother. And now a zone defense, a 2-3 zone for the first time for St. Vincent. See if the Titans can free up the shooters with the zone. Here's Weir on that wing left for Harrell. Baseline, he's going to fire from there and hit it. Tough angle shot for Harrell. He's a little bit behind the bankboard, but DJ now with 6 points.
Well, he's able to put his self in a position where he can score anywhere. Mark, like you said, he's a bit behind the baseboard actually, but still no problem for Harrell.
There's Days working to the foul line. Dump it inside. Spalding try to cross it back out to the corner. Loose ball grabbed and stolen by the Titans. Hergenrother spins across the timeline. Mick right side. Stanley fakes a 3, takes a 3, and it's off the rim. No good. Weir slaps the rebound out, but it's grabbed by Spalding.
Titan bench wanted a foul. Stanley falls pretty hard into the St. Vincent bench.
Izzolino from just on the foul line area. His shot no good. Harrell with a Westminster rebound. Harrell to the top of the key. Harrell a week ago put 36 in against Grove City. Lob inside intended for DePietro, but they're holding him. Trying to wrap him down low. He had a couple of different defenders there. I think that foul is going to go against Days. And it is Days' foul.
And that sends Westminster to the bonus, but we'll take a look at it.
If you can see, if we have that replay, Days kind of wrapped his arms backward around Trey DePietro. No shot on that play. It was on the pass, so Westminster will inbound. 16 fouls now on St. Vincent. Westminster has 5.
Yeah, 1 away from the bonus early on. A little time in this first half, Mark, to capitalize on extra free throws.
Up front, Harrell comes around to DePietro's screen. It's downhill to the basket. Fake, take, and a foul inside. Boy, had some length inside to make it tough for a shot by Harrell, but able to wait long enough. And the foul committed by Duncan Spalding, his second. And DJ Harrell will get to the foul line to shoot a pair.
DJ, 16 straight games with 15 or more points. We asked him after G, but did you know that? He goes, I didn't know that at all. No one told me. So he was pretty happy to see that, and just been such a great force for this Titan offense all season long.
Makes that first foul shot, 7, and now 8 points for DJ Harrell as he's 4 of 4 from the line. 8 points for DJ. The Westminster lead is their biggest now. It's 12. Titans led by as many as 16 the first time these two teams played, and before you blink an eye, we were going to overtime. So keep that in mind. No lead is safe against this St. Vincent squad. Bang it inside. Gales, an offensive foul. And Trey DePietro, Lucas Stanley continued to do it all. They took a charge that time.
Well, Stanley and DePietro having a contest of who's the better two-way player so far today. Take a look. A great job to plant the feet and just stay strong. Jaden Gales, he's a big guy, 6'6" out of Pittsburgh. To plant the feet and
you've mentioned a couple of facts, that we get off the scouting report. And one, if you know which way a guy is going to drive and he never wants to spin back, you can get there. And that's exactly what it was. That was good use of the scouting report by Coach Richards and Lucas Stanley to cut off that drive and draw the charge.
But he's going to spin left in the post.
And he didn't get there. Out front, Harrell works left of the foul line. Short jumper good. DJ Harrell, just a nice soft touch.
He's got such confidence in those mid-range jumpers, Mark. It almost feels he could do it sleeping. A really nice job, a nice little 12, 15-foot jumper. No problem at all.
And Jones, who was guarding him earlier because they wanted the length on him, is not on the floor right now, so DJ able to shake free. Into the lane, and Gordon pounds right into Harrell and Weir. And Westminster gets called for a foul inside. That's going to be the second foul on DJ Harrell.
Well, we talk about DJ Harrell a lot, Mark. We can call him sometimes a second half sniper, in that he gets the majority of his points in the second half. He's got 10 already.
Just checked out, though, with that second foul.
Yes.
Ball will be into Payne, and top the key for Gordon. Gordon back to Payne to the foul line. Payne trying to bang in against Weir. Feeds it back out front. Gale's going to shoot a 17-footer and hit it.
Really nice.
Go ahead.
Just a nice shot by Gales, and it's a good job to look back out. Nothing going inside. Weir holding the post strong, not letting anything happen in the paint.
Hergenrother inside for Weir. Ready layup up and good. Boy, nice pick and roll. The little give and go, and Drew Weir has 4 in the game off the assist from Hergenrother.
Hergenrother leads the team in assists, Mark. 3.5 a game. Best playmaker on this Titan team.
Working with the left-hand dribble, Crosby. Top key to Gales. Gales feeds it Ostrowski, foul line jumper is up and good. Tough shot right over a closely guarding Jackson Hendershot, but it still goes. Ostrowski with 4. Hergenrother baseline right. Feed it out front for Weir. And a Hendershot, wing left. Hendershot feeds it back to Weir. Weir trying to get into the paint, cut off by Gales. Weir with the shot clock at 9 in this cross-court pass right to Ostrowski on the steal. Ostrowski bangs in against Stanley to the baseline with a right hand, put it up and in. Back-to-back baskets for Ostrowski. Timeout taken by St. Vincent, and we'll take time as well. With 4:08 to go in the first half, Westminster leads 33-23. We're back with more in a moment on your home of the Titans, WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Dev's Books Market. Dev's Books Market, located at 3384 Perry Highway in Newcastle, offering gas, grocery, fresh deli favorites, propane refills, diesel, and so much more waiting for you. Open weekdays from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturdays from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Dev's Books Market, your one-stop shop in Newcastle, from books to bites to beyond.
Himself. 4:08 to go in this one. First half, I'm Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly. RJ Scott is here as well, listening into the Westminster bench. Coach Richards not all that happy going into that timeout with some of the picks and the movement and some of the fouls that have been called. DJ Harrell on the bench with a couple of fouls. Mick Hergenrother a couple of fouls. 2 for Duncan Spalding on the St. Vincent side. Ben, any numbers jumping out at you?
Just looking over at the total rebounds, Mark, you got to protect the basketball. That was one of the keys to the game for Coach Richards. Titans getting out-rebounded 16-11. 9 offensive rebounds for the Bearcats, 9 for Westminster.
Let's go down to RJ Scott. RJ, what do you have?
Movement is key for the Westminster offense. Not only just getting the ball to DJ Harrell, but checking out other options. Mick Hergenrother, Drew Weir, Trey DePietro. The options are endless, so movement is key for the Titans to maintain this lead against the Bearcats.
Thank you, RJ. And Westminster will bring the ball left to right with 4:05 to go here in the first half. Hergenrother matched up against Gordon. Feed it out front for Stanley. Stanley lobs in for DePietro. Trey moves right, then left, off the glass, no, got it back, fake, up, and it rolls out, no good, but a chance to shoot 2. Nearly a 3-point play opportunity for DePietro, but that ball just kept bouncing on the back of the rim and came out.
Yeah, both hands on the head for DePietro. Second time he's been fouled today, Mark. Second time he's going to go to the line, rather, and second time that we've had one just bounce around the rim like that and not go.
Line right, foul shot, up and good for DePietro. 3 of 4 so far from the line for Trey. Has one more chance here, line right.
10 points, that ties Harrell for most in the game.
Harrell's going to check back in for Westminster.
20 of the 34 points on the floor for Westminster. This is that explosive offense Coach Harris talked about having to stop in the pregame with RJ.
So one more line right for DePietro, the 6'7" senior. Hits the foul shot. 4 of 5 from the line. Koros will come in for Trey DePietro. Titans leading by 12.
Well, like you said, Mark, St. Vincent came back from down 16, so you really can't ever feel comfortable against a team that has 3 1,000-point scorers.
Feel comfortable when it gets to 0. Right side, Ostrowski. He has microwave capabilities. He can heat up at any moment and quickly. Right side, Gordon. He's to the wing for Gales. Gales into the paint, spins back to his right, high off the glass and rattled out. And Jones put it back up and in, and a Westminster foul.
Well,
I think they called that on DJ Harrell, and that's going to be his 3rd foul. That's huge.
That is his 3rd foul, but how about the change in luck for St. Vincent, Mark? One of the worst bounces you can have going west to east on the basket, and then getting the putback and the and one. Chance to cut this lead back to single digits for St. Vincent.
So Harrell gets the foul, trying to slap it out of the hands of Jones on the putback. That's a big foul. They just put him back in with like 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go, and he lasts 20 seconds and picks up that 3rd foul. So into the game for the first time is Anthony Bruce wearing number 30 for Westminster. The left wing, Hender's shot to Bruce, top of the key. Bruce working to his right, gets to the basket, off the glass, and good. Anthony Bruce says, I'm here too, and knocks it off the glass. 37-25 Westminster.
It's a really crafty play. He's coming off a season high as well against Geneva. Great bucket for Anthony Bruce to get on the score sheet.
Gordon, top of the key, working against Bruce. Will feed it to Ostrowski. Ostrowski lobs it for Gales. And back out front for Jones. Thought about a 3, instead spins in the paint. Now steps back, fires a tough shot, and it is short and out of bounds. Good defense by Skevos Koros, and it's Westminster ball.
And it's really, really good by Koros there to not get physical. He's boxing him out from way beyond the arc, but he's not fouling. Easy maybe you try and draw a foul as he gets the ground heavy, but instead Westminster ball and a short bucket that the fans are letting him hear about.
Bruce across the timeline to Hender's shot on the wing. And to Stanley. Stanley gonna rise from 3. It's off the back rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by St. Vincent. Gordon across the timeline. Gordon working right side to the glass, and we got a whistle. Somebody's down for Westminster. Tried to take the charge, was Weir. And what did they call? I think they called the block on Drew Weir. There'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity.
Yeah, it's Weir's first foul of the day.
So Drew will pick up the foul. Westminster now with the 8 team fouls, so 1-and-1. Line left from Maxwell Gordon.
It's happened in the last few games for Westminster. A lot of high foul count. Not that they've been playing dirty, just both teams very physical, both emphasizing they have to box out, and that lends itself to a lot of foul calls.
Front end of the 1-on-1 though, no good for Gordon, and Westminster grabs the rebound with Stanley. Gordon had shot 78% from the line so far this year. 2:12 to go first half. Titans by 12. Stanley feeds it to Weir, right side for Bruce. Bruce working left, back to Weir, thought about a 3. Instead, looks to put it on the floor. Spins, off-balance shot. Weir got it, and a foul! And a chance for a 3-point play. But both teams are really now getting upset with the officials on all these close calls. But count the basket for Weir. What a move here, as you'll see him spin back, get the fade, and knock it down.
It's a really, really nice spin left. But what's huge, Mark, is that double bonus with 2 minutes remaining now in the first half for Drew Weir. And as much foul trouble as the Titans are in, St. Vincent's in deeper.
Second foul on Jones. So line right, Weir. Foul shot is off the back rim, no good, and Gales with the rebound. Titans match their biggest lead at 14 with 1:51 to go in the first half. Gordon working the wing to the baseline, to the basket, and he didn't get it to go, but he's fouled on the way to the hoop as Bruce reaches in. It'll be 2 shots this time, though, for Maxwell Gordon.
Well, now we might get the chance to see with all these fouls, Mark, the depth of these benches, and that's something we talked about with St. Vincent, is how deep they are and the quality of players that they have in that quantity.
Westminster ladies are off to a good start down at St. Vincent, taking on the number 1 St. Vincent ladies. They lead 32-31 at the half. Foul shots up and good for Maxwell Gordon, and Westminster's lead is 12 with 1:41 to go in the first half. Anthony Bruce working left side, top of the key for Weir. Weir, couple of dribbles, then steps back to Hendershot on the wing. Jackson long three, no good, but a foul, and Jackson Hendershot is going to shoot 3, and Gale said, what did I do? And Hendershot is down hard and slow to get up.
He hit the floor hard, and he was visibly upset when he hit the ground, and didn't see how he fell or what had happened, but he is standing, which is good to see. He's limping, but
training staff did come to take a look at him.
there was an apology just now by Gales, which is good sportsmanship by the two of them, but
the Titans might have to put a different foul shooter in. Because they brought the training staff out, which delayed the game for a moment. Westminster's going to take a timeout. I think with the timeout, that allowed Jackson to shoot the foul shot. So timeout, give us a chance to talk a little Westminster here.
that's right, Mark. WCN's must-watch show, Titantown Sports. There's a new episode every Thursday. Catch all the action plus inside stories on sports from around Titantown, Westminster, the President's Athletic Conference, high school sports, and more. Join us each week as we break down the big games, talk to coaches and players, dig behind the scenes, and keep you connected to everything happening in sports in our area. Don't miss Titantown Sports on the Westminster College Network, WCN.
So Titans took the timeout, and I believe that allowed Jackson Hendershot to get back in as we get a chance to see some of the highlights from the first half. Trade DePietro's good start, the big 3 from Lucas Stanley, one of 2 threes, and Skevos missed on the left and got it back on the right.
Titans only 3 of 9 from beyond the arc. It feels like they've made every shot has been a 3-ball with how packed the gym is, the energy, and how important every single bucket has felt today, Mark.
3 of 9 is 1% better than they've shot all year, so you go with that. Line right. Hendershot foul shot, first one is good. Jackson Hendershot, now 8 of 9 from the line this year. 2 of those were 4-point plays in the same half against Grove City up at Grove City this year. You think you don't see many 4-point plays, and Jackson got 2 of them in the same game. 2 made there for Jackson Hendershot. Westminster right here, a chance to get their biggest lead of the night if Jackson can hit this third one.
Trevor Sifke ready to check in after this shot.
And Jackson gets it. He'll walk to the bench, and Trevor Sifke will check in.
That's great composure from Hendershot, Mark. An emotional injury, a foul, and he gets composed nicely and makes his 3 shots with no error.
1:28 to go first half. Titans 4 backups on the floor right now with starter Drew Weir. Lucas Stanley out there. He started today, but normally comes off the bench. Second foul, though, on Anthony Bruce right there on the reach-in. So that's going to be another foul shot opportunity. And it's a 2-shot foul this time for Maxwell Gordon.
Both these teams in double digits now, Mark, for fouls. That happened a couple years ago in that big upset win.
Foul shot line left up and good for Gordon. 3 of 4 from the line for Maxwell. And hits the second. So Gordon has missed his first. He's made 4 in a row. With 1:16 to go in the first half. Westminster leads 42-29. Bruce across the timeline. Stanley on the wing. Stanley feeds it into Weir, but Weir was pushed out near the corner on the catch. Here's Skevos into the paint, dumps it the corner for Stanley. Baseline drive, lost the basketball. Taken away by Gibbs.
Big steal there for St. Vincent now as they try and get their way back into this game before halftime.
See, they try to get a 2-for-1 opportunity. And on the spin, the ball off the leg of Gales. Gordon tried to spin. Gales came streaking by, and the ball hit his leg and went out of bounds. So Westminster gets it back with 48 seconds.
And DePietro as well now coming in for Skevos Kouros.
48 seconds here in the first half. We'll see what Westminster chooses to do, if they try to get a quick one or just take as much time as necessary to get a great one here. Sifke in the back, or they're going to lose the basketball. Sifke, no, gets it back, and then lost it to Ostrowski. Ostrowski ahead to Gales. Gales going to jam it with 2 hands. And the Titans turned it over, trying to go quick there. And now they'll fix the net. Another steal there by Ostrowski, and Gales with a big finish.
Wow. Ostrowski has his big dunk. Drew Weir has his big dunk. This game mark not short of highlights. It is heavy on the defensive pressure though from St. Vincent now.
Inbound to Bruce. Bruce between the circles. Bruce tried to hesitate and get somebody to run into him and actually got pinballed a couple times, but no foul call. 25 seconds on the clock, shot clock at 18. To Petro, to Stanley. Titans weave it out a little bit. Right side for Bruce. Fakes right, goes left. Foul line jumper up and good. Boy, what a quick move by Anthony Bruce. He'll finish with 2. And with 10 seconds on the clock, Westminster leads 44-31.
Good composure by Bruce on that make.
Gordon with 8 on the clock. Picks it up and feeds it inside of Payne. Spins, shoots off the rim. No, but a foul called. Boy, it seemed well off to the shot, but they didn't call it. And they're going to call it on Drew Weir reaching in. Trey DePietro thought he was straight up on that play, and Weir will pick up his second foul. And with 1.1 seconds on the clock, it'll be 2 shots for Jaden Payne, who has missed all of his opportunities from the line in this game.
And it's disbelief from the Titan bench and the Titans on the court as well, Mark, at that foul call.
Second shot line left coming for Payne. 1.1 on the clock, so the Titans have a little bit of time to try to do something with it. Second shot for Payne is good. Westminster will inbound to Sifke. He'll fire from three-quarter court, and it's wide right, and that's going to end the first half. Westminster 44, St. Vincent 33. We're at the half in round 1 here in the PAC tournament. We're back with halftime talk when we return on your home of the Titans, WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Pizza Joe's in New Wilmington, offering pizza, stromboli and calzones, subs, wings, and salads. Pizza Joe's open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. at 209 South Market Street in New Wilmington.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Reed Activewear, offering men's and women's activewear and custom embroidery. Located at 1610 West Jackson Street in Painesville, Ohio. Reed Activewear, open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, closed on weekends. Visit reedactivewear.biz or call 440-352-7433.
Back here, Buzz Riddle Gymnasium, Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly. RJ Scott is here as well. He's with Coach Richards. RJ.
Familiar territory, Coach, for you. Last time he beat St. Vincent, up now at half, 44-33. What is just the message now for this game to close out? Because this playoffs, obviously, not a regular season game. It's win or go home. What is the message?
Yeah, you can't take a possession off. Right? They're a really talented team. They're a good team. They have a ton of offensive weapons. You just can't take a possession off, right? We got to stick to our defense, right, and grind the half court.
And is there anyone that you're really worried about specifically on St. Vincent's offense? Because obviously they're down, but someone can always warm up. Is there anyone in specific that you're looking at so far?
I mean, they have so many. I mean, Jaden Gales is one of the best offensive players in the league. He can really get hot. And then Devon Strauss, I mean, he has the ability to make a bunch of threes in a row. So, I mean, they have a lot of good players. Right, those are 2 guys who we got to key on.
All right, thank you so much, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you very much, RJ Scott. We're at the half. Dan's team performing, and Jim Daffler will join us here when we come back. Westminster leads 44-33 against St. Vincent. PAC tournament action right here in your home of the Titans, WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Dev's Books Market. Dev's Books Market, located at 3384 Perry Highway in Newcastle, offering gas, grocery, fresh deli favorites, propane refills, diesel, and so much more waiting for you. Open weekdays from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturdays from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Dev's Books Market, your one-stop shop in Newcastle, from books to bites to beyond.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Ed & Jerry's Auto Service, 275 North Market Street in New Wilmington, offering auto repair, maintenance, and towing services since 1964. Ed & Jerry's Auto Service, open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Back here at Westminster College, joined by Jim Daffler, former Titan coach, athletic director. There's Jim on the mural right there as we're looking at that. Jim, as we look at that, there's some of the keys of history of Westminster, Coach Galbraith, and some other ones if you care to share or expand on any of this as we look through that.
There's one of the great ones there in Buzz Riddle.
Yep.
And, playing there in the NIT. And,
fun stuff.
Good
stuff.
luck.
So welcome back in. I know this is a chair that you've been in quite a few times in your career throughout. So we welcome you back. And
thank you.
When I bring you back in is for the expertise of basketball. You know, we can talk about all kind of fun stuff all the time, but it's like you've had a chance to watch Westminster pretty closely all year long, not from the broadcast chair this time, but certainly from a fan. And you said when you weren't going to broadcast with us this year, you said you wanted to have that ability to yell a little bit more at the officials. So how did you do in the first half in yelling at the officials today?
Actually, I did pretty well in the first half. In our last game against Grove City, I kind of got a little carried away over there. And one time, one guy looked back at me, so I thought I'd better, I'm going to cool it. Maybe the word's out on that. I didn't like the last couple calls on the shooters down here because I thought the guy who called the foul was the furthest away from the action, but he might have had a vision that the other guys didn't see.
Yeah, so Westminster does have 3 fouls on DJ Harrell, so a little bit of trouble. A couple other guys with 2, a couple of guys on St. Vincent with 2, but something that certainly you keep your eye on. As you watch this first half, Coach, what jumps out at you on the Westminster side?
Well, again, we're shooting the ball, well. I thought in the first game when we played these guys, and I told people, I said, there were not any easy shots in that game because the defenses on both teams, were really getting after them. And I kind of thought that was this way in this game, although we got some good looks early, and I'm really happy to see us getting to the free throw line.
But,
I thought early we were going to be the ones sending them to the free throw line too much, and then we got there and have for the most part, really capitalized on that difference.
13 of 15 made free throws for Westminster in that first half, so that's a huge number. You mentioned the good shooting. Westminster shooting 56% from the field. Titans shot 60% from the field against Geneva on Saturday, so the good shooting continues. There were some tough shots that were made. Trey DePietro threw a couple really tough shots in, but the Titans have kind of been patient enough, I should say, to kind of get some good open looks and get some wide open jumpers as well.
Yeah, and I think they've made some good contested shots as well too, but for a while there I kept thinking we were going to keep expanding this, but I think when we got that foul trouble with both Mick and DJ out of there, although our
Anthony Bruce
came in there and hit 2 shots, he also got a couple fouls, and I thought that DP Harris was pretty smart there. He was really isolating his really good point guard Gordon, to take advantage of a guy who's coming in the game and really wants to contribute defensively and offensively, and he kind of got caught on a couple reaches there.
Anthony Bruce really quick, but pretty small, 5'9",
yes.
So he's got to battle sometimes against some bigger guys, and they were trying to back him down in there, take advantage of that. DP Harris will see those things. He's a longtime veteran coach. There's no doubt he's looking for those mismatches and those kind of things. When you look at this St. Vincent team through the first half, and I don't think they had too many great looks. Now, they did have a bunch of offensive boards early, so that allowed them to get some putbacks, but I think Westminster's done a nice job at least making them make hard shots.
Yeah, it reminded me of the first game because, like I said, I thought both teams in the first game didn't allow a lot of easy shots. It was really hard to get easy looks. And I thought that was the same case in this game for the most part. I think, especially after Lucas hit a couple twos, I think all of a sudden they said, oh, wait a minute, we better. I don't know how well Lucas did in our first game against St. Vincent, but he showed them right off the bat that he has to be dealt with. And so they were a little bit more careful on him as the half went on.
Nick Ryan's a player who improved throughout the year for Westminster. By the time he kind of went out with this injury after the first half of the Grove City game, he has become like a lethal rebounder and almost to a point where he's going to average a double-double, rebounding and scoring near 10 points a game. Titans without him with a knee injury today. So you need guys like Stanley to be able to shoot the ball, and guys like Anthony Bruce and Trevor Sifke and Skevos Koros to get into the game. Even Jackson Hendershot, they got to play, and somebody's got to score.
Yeah.
Because that's what you lose with Nick Ryan. You lose rebounding and you lose scoring both, and both of those things need to be taken care of.
Yeah, for sure. And I just was mentioning a couple of the alumni over there sitting behind me that, Nick Ryan, we beat Grove City last week. He goes out right at the end of the first half.
Yes.
He's our leading rebounder.
Yes,
he has,
had 8 rebounds at the time. Yes.
And in that game we needed to get some more defensive rebounds. And in this game, defensive rebounding is really important. And obviously if we had Nick, that would probably be one of the strengths that we would have with that. But everybody's in there battling, I'll say that. And I think that's one thing Skevos can give us too, is some rebounding when he's in there. Just focus on that, playing good defense, and trying to get those offensive boards or defensive boards.
We really, throughout this year, we've not seen the bench players come off the bench necessarily seeking points. They fill their roles very well if they have open opportunities, like Jackson Hendershot had an open look, and Skevos made a nice move down the lane and got a put back after his own miss. They seem to do that well. Anthony Bruce got himself a couple of nice open shots. But they're not out there just thinking, I got to get my points. And I don't think there's anybody on Westminster that really plays that way.
No.
Even last week when Harrell had 36, he had the season high 8 assists.
Yeah.
So you have games like that. And
Yeah.
DJ is certainly a guy that they look to. Everybody on the floor in white looks to him to say, hey, we need one now. Go ahead and get it. And it seems like he can do that a lot. So a really solid first half, I think, on both sides of the ball for Westminster.
Do you think that Coach Richards told Anthony to take that last shot there as we were running down the shot clock? Because it kind of like he spread things out, giving it in his hands, and he went in there and hit that little pull-up jumper.
When you think of, we've seen a lot of end of halves with the ball in DJ's hands
Yeah.
with the same kind of idea.
Right.
And as far as being a fast twitch guy that can shake and get open,
Yeah, we get it.
it's going to be tough to stop a one-on-one to just shake you and get open
Yeah.
kind of guy. A bigger guy, maybe you got to shoot over him, but then the bigger guy can't stay in that quickness. So it was a very nice play. It may have been a set play, and it worked out certainly for Anthony Bruce for here in the first half. So, Coach, thank you for joining
Yeah,
us.
my pleasure.
We appreciate
Always.
that, and well, maybe we'll talk to you here down. We have more games this week, and we can do this again.
That would
you
be
know?
fun.
We're going to do that.
That would be
All
great.
right, thank you so much, Coach
Okay,
Jim
Mark.
Daffler. We are at the half. Westminster leading St. Vincent 44-33 on your home of the Titans. This is WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Riardo's Bar and Grill, offering homemade Italian dishes, game nights on Mondays, and trivia nights on Wednesdays. Located at 1223 East Washington Street in Newcastle. Riardo's Bar and Grill, opening at 4 p.m. every day and closed on Sundays. Visit riardos.com or call 724-698-7259.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Ed & Jerry's Auto Service, 275 North Market Street in New Wilmington, offering auto repair, maintenance, and towing services since 1964. Ed & Jerry's Auto Service open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Quick look at Westminster out here in the lobby and some of the history of the Titans. Ron Galbraith, Buzz Riddles. One's got the gym named after him, the other's got the court. Great history here at Westminster. Thank you, Jim Daffler at the half, for speaking with us. Welcome Ben Kelly back in. We want to take a peek in on the Westminster women as the ladies at the half had a 1-point lead. So we're going to get a chance to look at them and see what's going on in the women's game. And right now, St. Vincent leads Westminster 36-32. Yes, that's on YSN and Titan Radio if you want to peek in on that, as we have about 5 minutes before we get this second half going again. As you can catch out the Lady Titans in blue, Connor Ely and Austin Downs on the call of that one. Numbers from the first half, Ben. What jumps out at you?
Well, Mark, just looking over it, obviously fouls have been the talk of the game. DJ Harrell has 3 fouls. He's got the most in the game. Drew and McKergenrother both have 2. It's been going to be a test of the bench if this persists. Both benches have 11 points. St. Vincent has been great in the paint with 20 points. Westminster has 16 points in the paint. Rebounding, Mark, so important. St. Vincent with 10 offensive rebounds and 8 second chance points. Coach Richards always says Titans can't lose if they get 5 or more guys with 2+ assists. Right now, 2 players have 2+ assists. That's DJ Harrell and McKergenrother, 16 assists total.
Scoring from the first half looks like this. Trey DePietro leads Westminster with 11 on 3 of 4 shooting and 4 of 5 from the line. He made a 3 as well. DJ Harrell with 10, 3 of 6 from the field, 4 of 4 from the line. 6 points from Lucas Stanley and a couple of threes. Drew Weir, 3 of 4 from the field for his 6 points. Jackson Hendershot, 3 foul shots for his 3. Anthony Bruce, 2 field goals for 4. Skevos Koros and Trevor Sifke added 2 points apiece. 44 for the Titans in the first half. Westminster 14 of 25, 56%, 3 of 9 from 3, and 13 of 15, a sizzling 87% from the line.
Well, Jaden Gill's doing what he often does, Mark. That is lead St. Vincent in scoring. He's got 8 points at the half. Dev Ostrowski and Maxwell Gordon both have 6. Jaden Payne and Javante Jones have 4. Tarek Crosby with 2. And Jaden Bailey with 1. They've got 33 points. 41.9% shooting. They're 13 of 31 from the field. 0 for 3 from beyond the arc mark. They were 4 of 21 in their loss last game. And 7 of 13 from the foul line. St. Vincent has had 13 free throw attempts. Westminster, 13 free throws made.
I think that three-point number is huge in a couple of different ways. First of all, they didn't make any, and you mentioned how they've been cold the last couple of games. They got 2 of the best shooters in the league in Ostrowski and Isolino. And only getting 3 attempts is the number that makes jump at me. You're not letting the snipers get looks, and that's huge early on in the game. Gales has 1 of those 3 attempts, and so does Crosby. So Ostrowski had 1 attempt, Isolino 0. That's great defense by the Titans early on. Rebounding wise, 19 for St. Vincent. The big part of that is 10 offensive rebounds for St. Vincent, which led to 8 second chance points. Gales with 5 and Payne with 4 rebounds. Westminster 15 boards, led by Drew Weir with 3. 3 assists for Harrell, 2 for Hergenrother to lead the way for Westminster. We'll take a timeout. We come back. We'll be ready for the second half of action. It is Westminster leading St. Vincent 44-33 on your home of the Titans, WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Riardo's Bar and Grill, offering homemade Italian dishes, game nights on Mondays, and trivia nights on Wednesdays. Located at 1223 East Washington Street in Newcastle. Riardo's Bar and Grill, opening at 4 p.m. every day and closed on Sundays. Visit riardos.com or call 724-698-7259.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Pizza Joe's in New Wilmington, offering pizza, stromboli and calzones, subs, wings, and salads. Pizza Joe's open 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. at 209 South Market Street in New Wilmington.
We're back here. Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly talking rebounding here during the break.
Well, we talked a lot about St. Vincent, Mark, but only 3 offensive rebounds for Westminster, but second chance points, they had 4 in the first half.
All right, Westminster will bring DJ Harrell out there with the 3 fouls. Trey DePietro, Drew Weir, Mick Hergenrother, and Lucas Stanley, the starters, back out there for Westminster. And it looks like St. Vincent has done the same with the starters. With one exception is that Maxwell Gordon will start this second half.
Obviously not a whole lot of time on the court for DJ Harrell late in that first half with 3 fouls. Curious to see how he plays in foul trouble.
See Lucas Stanley right away with that tight defense on number 33, Isolino. Actually trying to post him up as Westminster. Here's Gales to the basket, reverse layup, no good, but a whistle and a Titan foul, and going to start that second half. Just like we did that end of the first with guys getting to the basket and fouls being called.
Picking up right where we left off, that's the 3rd foul for Drew Weir. Those are the 2 leading scorers for Westminster now, both with 3 fouls, him and DJ Harrell.
It'll be something we'll certainly keep our eye out throughout this second half of basketball. Gales on the foul line. First foul shot is up and good. Gales had 8 in that first half. That's his first trip to the line.
Bearcats now 8 of 14 on the day from the free throw line.
Second shot line right for Gales is up and good. And the lead is down to single digits at 9. Full court pressure here by St. Vincent. Hergenrother will beat the press. Long pass ahead to Weir, over to Stanley. Stanley back out front for Hergenrother. Titans have led by as many as 15 in the first half. High post to DePietro. Over to Stanley on the wing. Stanley works against Gordon. Back out front for DePietro with the shot clock at 8. Over to Harrell. Harrell 5 on the shot clock, bangs into Isolino, and he'll get the foul call, put the shot up. Boy, I thought for a moment they weren't going to call that one. That was one of the bigger collisions we've seen, but Isolino will pick up the foul, his first.
Looks like Harrell's still feeling the effects of it a little bit. Isolino got a bit of height on him, might have taken a bit of a shoulder up high. Harrell goes to the line. He's had a good day from the free throw line, Mark, 4 of 4.
He can continue that line left. It's up and good for DJ Harrell. Started the season really efficient from the line. Had a little bit of a dip mid-season and has picked it up again from the line as of late. One more line left, up and good. Nothing but net for Harrell. 12 points in the game, and Westminster leads 46-35.
You need your best players to be your best players in these games, Mark. Drew Weir, Trey DePietro, DJ Harrell, they're doing that so far today, which is good.
Ball inside, little backdoor cut, and Hergenrother going to pick up a foul as Gordon slipped behind him, and then as they kind of threw a back shoulder fade to him right there. And Mick didn't know he was catching the ball, so Hergenrother picks up the foul. Team second, Mick's third foul. Now out front for Jones. And to Gordon. Gordon working with a left-hand dribble at the foul line. Feeds it to Gales on the wing. Gales backing in against Weir. Reverse layup is up and good.
Maybe a bit cautious from Weir in the paint there. You wonder with the 3 fouls. If he only has 1 or 2, do you maybe challenge a bit more? But regardless, cuts the lead down to 9.
Good point there. Out front, on the logo, is Hergenrother. Harrell went down for a second, but he's back up on his feet. Left side, Hergenrother around a screen from DePietro. To the top for Weir, puts it on the floor. Weir had it knocked away. It's a steal for a moment. Now the ball tripped up and almost tripped Isolino to the floor. It got poked away from Gordon, then Isolino didn't know it was coming. He almost fell as the ball got between his feet and squirted out of bounds.
Yeah, it's a good break for Westminster to get the ball back, of course, but it's a better break for Isolino that he didn't trip and fall and get tangled up in that loose ball right in between his left and right foot there.
They're not calling that true possession, so the shot clock at 20 for Westminster on the inbound. Now into Hergenrother. Hergenrother feeds it to Harrell on the wing. Harrell back dribbles between the circles. Hesitation again to DePietro. He's going to fire a 3. It's off the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Ostrowski's going to take it out of there.
Another really, really good rebound for St. Vincent, Mark.
Jones going to try a 3. It's off the back rim, no good, and the rebound grab by Hergenrother. Head right side for Harrell. Harrell getting downhill and slapping the ball away was Ostrowski, but he's going to be called for the reach-in foul.
Well, fans might be upset with the amount of fouls called, but you can't be upset with how they've been calling it. Every official calling fouls very fairly. It's going up and down the floor. Both teams with 13 fouls.
Both teams with 2 team fouls. Out front, the ball to Weir. Swinging around to Harrell. Harrell feeds it inside for DePietro. Trey puts it on the floor. Little hook shot with the right hand. It's no good, and the rebound grabbed by Gales. Gales across the timeline, getting downhill all the way to the basket. Lays it up and in with the right hand.
Gales going coast to coast. The 11th defensive rebound for St. Vincent, and a nice finish.
6 points here in the second half for Gales. Plus 4 is St. Vincent here in the second half to cut the lead to 46-39. High post for DePietro. DePietro feeds it to Hergenrother on the wing. Hergenrother back inside for Trey. Shot clock's at 9. Out to Weir, has room, fires a 3 and hits it. That was a big one. Drew Weir nails the 3, his 31st of the year, and Westminster leads by 10.
Well, we always say you got time to breathe, you got time to shoot. He's got time to do a whole lot more than just breathe. He looks around, sees he's open, pulls it, and makes it.
Gordon inside the foul line, back wing left. Trying to get the ball inside to Isolino on a post-up. Instead, Gales will spin and shoot, and his shot rolls around. No good, and it's tapped up and in, though, by Javonte Jones.
Yeah, a really crafty putback.
And then Jones going to end up fouling Hergenrother. Little stop-and-go move by Hergenrother. Got Jones off balance. Jones signals to the bench, I don't want to come out, but Coach D.P. Harris says you'll come out with the 3 fouls.
Got quite the reaction from the fans, Mark. Some were calling for a tech. Not sure if it warranted a technical, but
fans will be fans.
Yep.
Hergenrother across the timeline. 16:20 to go here in this first half. Harrell works wing right. Stops, hits top of the key. Is going to fire, shot no good, but long rebound. Mick Hergenrother gives the Titans a new 20 on the shot clock.
Only the 4th offensive board for Westminster today.
Harrell spins into the paint. Backdoor cut for Hergenrother. Lays it up. It doesn't go, but a foul. Really nice pass from DJ Harrell to his fellow guard, Mick Hergenrother. And Mick will get to the line to shoot a pair.
As much as we talk about DJ Harrell being able to make a bucket from anywhere, he can also make a pass from anywhere. He's got eyes like a fly in the back of his head. He's got a great peripheral vision. You can tell. A really nice pass to give Hergenrother a chance down low.
Number 2 in scoring in the PAC, but also in the top 10 in assists is DJ Harrell. Hergenrother foul shot is up and good. Mick on the season is just 56%, but I remind you he was 79% a year ago, so you know it's in there.
Yeah, he's a great all-around player, Mick Hergenrother.
Second shot is up, in and out, no good, and the rebound grabbed by Gales. 9-point Titan lead. Hergenrother ended up on the floor again on the collision there near midcourt with Gales. Out front, try to flip it inside. It's tipped away by Harrell. Loose ball grabbed by Ostrowski, and he lays it in. How about that? Dev Ostrowski with the basket on the look what I found play.
Yeah, great by him to just stay with the ball. It explodes the play, but he stays with it. He gets the basket, cuts the lead down to 7.
Had to stop, did the Titans, but couldn't finish it. To DePietro. Right side for Harrell, has room, fires a 3, hits a 3. TJ Harrell, his 26th 3 of the year, and Westminster pushes it back out to a 10-point margin.
17 straight games for Harrell now with 15 or more points. That's 15 on the day. Mr. Consistent.
Ostrowski on the wing, comes around a pick. He's going to fire from 3. It's off the front rim, no good. Long rebound to the floor. Gordon had it, and it ends up in the hands of Ostrowski. Feeds it down low for Gale. Spin, shoots, and scores. Another offensive rebound on good hustle by St. Vincent.
That's right, that's their 12th point off of second chances now today, Mark.
8 in this second half for Gales. Westminster leads 53-45. Out front with some space is Harrell. Crowd wanted him to shoot it. Harrell with 11 on the shot clock. He will shoot it and hit it. I want him to shoot it too. TJ Harrell knocks it down his second 3. And consecutive trips down the floor. 56-45 Westminster.
He's a special player and he's making special plays, Mark, right when it matters most.
Gordon feeds it inside. It's taken back by Hergenrother. Mick took a couple of shots. Stayed on his feet and made a big play there. Ball inside to Weir, pounds in, puts it off the glass, no good, but a foul going to be called on Jaden Gales.
Another foul. Westminster been playing a cleaner game, not quite as physical. That means they're only still at 2 team fouls this half. St. Vincent at 5.
Third foul on Gales. And just that physicality inside. We'll see a replay here, just banging inside. Gales had his hands up, but they were chest to chest on several occasions.
In 2027, Westminster College proudly marks 175 years, and we are kicking off the celebration with an exciting history project. We invite all Titan alumni and friends to share your favorite memories and experiences for a chance to be featured in our special anniversary book honoring the spirit and story of Westminster. Through June 2026, our partners in the project will reach out with easy ways to contribute your story by phone or online. So watch your mailbox and inbox or visit westminster.edu for more information.
Westminster Titans leading 56-45, is led by as many as 15. Cut to 7 a couple times, and this DJ Harrell 3 pushes it up to 56-45, pounds the chest. Fans love it.
And important to note, Mark, that possession, he was the only Titan that had the ball. He took it up, was looking for a play, and said, I'll take it to the rack myself from beyond the arc, and he makes it, and the crowd all on their feet after that shot, and it grows the lead to Westminster to 11.
DJ Harrell with 18 leads the way. 16 for Jaden Gales to lead St. Vincent. Trey DePietro also in double figures with 11 on the Westminster side.
9 Titans have scored so far today, Mark. It's been a really nice showing of the offense with 11 points off the bench. They had 33 off the bench on Saturday at Geneva.
2 shots line left for Drew Weir. Drew 0 of 1 from the line tonight. Drew on the season, 64%. That first one's off the front rim, no good. He was also pretty good last year from the line, about 70%. Second one rolls off, no good. Gales with a rebound. Get some Darhue trivia coming up, playoff version. We're in the first round of the PAC playoffs. Gordon, baseline, off balance, shot off the glass and good. Boy, that was a tough shot, tough angle, but Gordon now with 8 in the game. Westminster women playing off against St. Vincent as well, down 3 near the end of the third quarter. 46-43 in that one. Here's Harrell, top of the key, back dribbles between the circles. Harrell working against Isolino. Gets downhill, and it's going to be a foul on Isolino, bumping Harrell. Team foul number 6, baseline inbound for Westminster.
And that's also Isolino's 3rd foul mark.
So Isolino, Gales, Jones on the St. Vincent side, Hergenrother, Weir, and Harrell on the Westminster side, all with 3 fouls.
So all the players that would be on the poster for this game
I know,
are in danger of getting ejected in foul trouble.
Disqualified, not ejected, disqualified.
More dramatic.
Baseline to the basket. Harrell's going to put up an in. I want that dramatics right there. A Harrell basket off the glass and good. And Westminster leads 58-47.
20 points, Mark, and that's exactly what you expect from Harrell in a game like this.
Front Gordon to the foul line. Koros into the game now, defending. Sifke, number 7, in there as well. Ball goes inside for Payne. Kick it back out for Gordon. 3 in the air. It's off the front end, no good. Sifke with a Westminster rebound. Sifke comes around his screen, getting downhill, fakes, and the ball poked away from behind by Gales and out of bounds. Westminster will inbound their own baseline. Tights in a box set. They'll lob it in. Baseline for Harrell. Harrell back it in against Gordon. Harrell into the paint. Harrell looking for help. Spins with the left. Can't get that one to go. And a rebound grab by Gales, and then a reach-in foul on the Titans. That's one you didn't need there, was the reach-in 90 feet away, but Lucas Stanley will pick up that foul on the reach-in. And
only his first. As Harrell checks out of the game.
End of 3 in the women's side of the PAC Playoff. St. Vincent's 46, Westminster 45. 12:28 in this one. In the second half, Westminster on top. Round to pick Gordon, floats it up with the right hand around the rim, falls off, rebound banged out of bounds. It's Westminster ball. Westminster did a nice job of kind of sealing off on the block out. I think Mick Hergenrother might have taken an elbow off the top of the head that time, but looked like Mick's okay.
Well, it wasn't listed in the 3 keys, but box out is one that Coach Richards is always pressing on, Mark, and they're doing a nice job of that so far today.
Inbound for Stanley. Go to Sifke and then to Hergenrother across the timeline. Hergenrother works it right side for Koros and then top of the key for Stanley. Lucas hit a couple early threes in this one, but they've held him in check since then. Out front, Stanley. Quickly guarded defensively there by Maston. And off to Hergenrother. Shot clock at 6. Here's DePietro. DePietro down the lane. DePietro scoops with the right hand. It's off no good, and the rebound grab by Maston.
Almost another great late second play there from Trey DePietro.
Maston feeds it to Crosby, wearing number 2. He's just checked in. Top of the key for Gales. Catch, shoot, long jumper, no good. Rebound grab by DePietro, Westminster basketball. Hergenrother to Stanley. There's space. There's the 3. It's in and out. No good. Sifke with a rebound. Back up. Doesn't go, but a foul. Trevor Sifke with a chance to shoot 2.
Titans now in bonus. That's 17 fouls as Sifke holds near his eyes after he was fouled immediately. Looks to be all right now.
Take us to a media timeout. We're back with foul shots when we return. And actually, let's just stay right here. We got some Dar Huey trivia first before we think about a break. Let's pop that on the screen and see what Ben can do as we get set for this Dar Huey trivia question. Which of the following prominent names in basketball history did the Titans not play against? Zelmo Beatty, played for Prairie View A&M. Frank McGuire, who played for St. John's. Hot Rod Hudley, who played for West Virginia. George Mikan, who played for DePaul.
I'll tell you, I've been horrible at these all
That's
season,
not an
Mark.
excuse.
No, I'm just saying, this is the playoffs, and you got to make big plays when it matters most. I'm going to try and make my big play and go with B.
You're going with B, Frank McGuire.
And that's why
George Mikan.
I rode the bench when I played in grade school.
You get a double
I get a
buzzer.
double X.
Titans
fair
beat
enough.
St. John's and Frank McGuire in 1934 at Madison Square Garden. They lost to Zelmo and Prairie View in 1962 in the national championship game, and they beat Hot Rod Hundley and West Virginia in 1955, 102-80.
It's inexcusable, my record so far.
Thank you, Dar Huey, consummate Titan historian. Dar, for providing today's question and questions all season long. Thank you so much, Dar. So we're back to foul shots. You can look at those stats as we get Trevor Sifke to the line. Trevor 2 for 2 on the night. Trevor will shoot line left. First one is up and good. Sifke's worked hard on his shooting. Extended his range out to three-point land as he knocked down 2 of 2 against Geneva. His first 2 career threes. 3 of 3 from the line tonight. Second shot is up and good. Look great from the line there. 4 of 4 for Trevor Sifke, and the Titans lead 60-47.
Titans capitalizing today, Mark. 9 points off the 7 turnovers.
Ostrowski on the wing. Dribble top of the key. To Crosby down the lane. Crosby with a left hand off the glass and good, and a foul to go with it. And if that's on Mick, which it may be, that's number 4. That's a big one.
And that's on Hergenrother. He'll be kept at an arm's length now as he checks out of the game for Anthony Bruce, and just a bit too physical as he challenges him. What a great roll on the way.
One of the crazy things about this is we have seen throughout the year play a lot more physical than it's been allowed today. And the players have to adjust.
But again, it's getting called on both sides of the
That's
floor.
right. You have to adjust. There's no doubt about it. Foul shot, no good. 60-49. The Westminster lead. High post for Weir as Anthony Bruce has checked in for Hergenrother. Bruce had 4 off the bench in the first half. Weir to Bruce on that wing left. Bruce top of the key. Has space. Shoots a 3. It's no good, but I think they called an illegal pick on Drew Weir, and he just picked up his 4th foul.
And all of a sudden,
wow.
You know, the first 5 minutes of this second half, Mark, Titans played a clean game. They were up in the foul count 7-2. Now it's 7-5 for St. Vincent.
And more importantly, it's Weir with 4 and Hergenrother.
And again, it's the prominent players that have the foul trouble.
Ostrowski goes top of the key to Maston. Skevos Koros checks into the Titan lineup. Crosby to the paint, scoops with the right hand. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound to Petro. Skevos may help there as well. 10 in the second half for Harrell. Drives right to the basket, lays it up and in. Boy, he is strong to the hoop. It's hard to knock him off his spot once he gets going downhill, and Harrell puts the Titans back up by 13.
And still staying aggressive even with 3 fouls. It's important to note.
Ostrowski into the paint, dumps it opposite for Payne. Payne with an off-balance shot. It'll go. He crashes to the floor, but no call. St. Vincent faithful wanted a call there. Here comes DePietro to the basket. Scoop with the right hand, no good, but a foul.
D.P. Harris can't believe there was no foul call on the other side of the floor, but Trey DePietro gets to go to the line now and shoot 2 for the 3rd foul against Colin Maston.
Javante Jones telling Payne, he said, you can't worry about the foul. You got to get back down the floor because Trey got that wide open look. Maston now with 3 fouls. Trey DePietro line left to shoot 2.
Trey had 17 points in the first game of the season against St. Vincent.
15 of those were in the second half.
Led with 20 in that upset win a couple of years ago. He comes to play when the Bearcats are in town.
Yeah, missed that first foul shot. Trying for 12 here. And his first points of the second half is DePietro line left. And that's no good. Titans were great at the fouling in the first half, but now they've missed 4 here in the second. Actually, 5 here in the second half. Here's Jones, top of the key against Koros to Ostrowski. Baseline, rises, shoots. It's off the rim, no good. Bruce high for the rebound for Westminster. He's looking to push the pace ahead to Koros on the wing left. Koros looking inside for DePietro, can't find him, and set out to Anthony Bruce. Bruce, top of the key, hesitates. Bruce off the glass with a right hand shot, no good, ends up on the floor, no call. A loose ball grab by St. Vincent. Jones into the paint, knocked away by Koros, but picked up by Payne, knocked away again, and tried to be safe. Great save by Masson, and then slapped away by Bruce and out of bounds. Bruce touched it last.
Oh, it's mayhem.
Yes.
Right there on the baseline, Mark, but it's a good job by Anthony Bruce. Ostrowski's wide open for 3 as this ball flails all around. It's a great lookout by Masson, but Bruce just knocks it loose. That's a really, really nice look at 3 if Ostrowski can grab onto the ball.
The inbound will go to Crosby on the baseline. Crosby Works into the paint, off balance, jumper up and good. So Tyrett Crosby will get it to go. Timeout going to be taken by D.P. Harris and St. Vincent, so we will take a timeout as well. 62-53, Westminster leads with 8:56 to go in this one. Your home of the Titans right here is WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Ed & Jerry's Auto Service, 275 North Market Street in New Wilmington, offering auto repair, maintenance, and towing services since 1964. Ed & Jerry's Auto Service open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Sunset Lanes, offering bowling, food, and drinks, located at 1218 Idaho Street in Farrell, Pennsylvania. Sunset Lanes open every day until midnight, closed on Sundays. Call 724-981-9363 or visit online at bowlingoftheballs.rocks.
Back here, Westminster College, Mark Slazak along with Ben Kelly. We'll get a word from R.J. Scott here in a moment. He listens in to Dave Richards and the Westminster bench. The Titans up 62-53, led by as many as 15 in the first half. The biggest lead the second half was 13. And some foul trouble for the Titans. Drew Weir with 4. Mick Hergenrother with 4. They're both on the bench. 4 different players on the St. Vincent side with 3 fouls. DJ Harrell also with 3 fouls. Women's update, the St. Vincent ladies have pulled away a bit from Westminster, 56-49 with 5:12 to go. Let's go down to RJ. What do you got, RJ?
Real briefly, I was in the huddle, all about ball movement once again. Honestly, with the 62-53 lead, you think it might be over, but just not yet. St. Vincent has those weapons that can get steals, cause turnovers, and most importantly, get boards. So ball movement is key, and also most importantly, watch out for that special player in DJ Harrell and see what he does.
Thank you, RJ. Sifke to inbound, some full court pressure for St. Vincent.
And no lead safe. This team, Mark, again, came down from 16 down in the second half in that game back earlier this year.
Last second buzzer beater, forced overtime. Goose feeds right side for Koros. Koros has it knocked away and got it back, feeds it to DePietro. Down low, they're going to try to post up Harrell. DJ going to back in, back in, back in. Ball slapped away, it's a steal. DJ thought he was fouled, but Ostrowski runs away with a basketball. Down the right side, Ostrowski to the basket, off the rim, no good. Rebound, though, put back up by Jones, no good. Jones again, no good, but a foul. Opportunities for Javante Jones, he'll end up at the foul line.
Well, neither of the two players in there in foul trouble. That's the second for Koros, but really good offensive rebounding, Mark. Overall, the 13th or 14th rebound rather on offense for St. Vincent today. They've really done a nice job at putting balls back into play.
7 rebounds now for Jones. Chirping a bit at the line is Jones. The officials say that's enough. Shoot line right. First one no good. Crowd starting to get into this a bit.
And that's exactly what Coach Richards wanted when he came here, Mark. He said he wanted to see this gym packed. I think it was when he came here, when he played here under, his father played here under Ron Galbraith.
Foul shot is good, and then the substitution as Jones hits them both. Stanley checks back in for Westminster. And as close as St. Vincent has been in the second half, they're there again, down 7. Stanley in the corner for Koros, baseline drive. Goes corner to corner and out to Harrell. Harrell with a move, out to Bruce, 3 in the air, got it! Anthony Bruce with the triple. Now a career high 7 points for Anthony and his second made 3 of the year.
And that's all the pass from DJ Harrell, snapping the defender on the near side wing.
And a turnover for St. Vincent as Jones throws it out of bounds. Wanted Gales. Gales wasn't there. Jones comes in and complains to D.P. Harris, and that takes us to the 8-minute mark. We're just under the 8-minute mark and a media timeout.
Look at DJ snapping the ankles of Javante Jones. Anthony Bruce not selling the clip, nothing but net. And then the turnover. Mark, I'll tell you, I've called games here for 4 years, never seen the gym this rowdy. It's incredible to see what Coach Richards has done to this program here in the playoffs. You could say how sweet it is. You could also say country roads are taking you home. Shower the people, anticipation, You're So Vain, Mockingbird, and a whole lot more. These are just a few fantastic songs from 3 American Troubadours, a production that celebrates the lives and careers of 6-time Grammy winner James Taylor, Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Carly Simon with 13 top 40 hits, and Carole King, who wrote or co-wrote 118 Billboard Hot 100 pop hits. 3 iconic American singer-songwriters whose personal lives and careers have intertwined throughout the years, whose memorable hit songs also offer ageless inspiration. Each song carries you through their storied careers, and you can enjoy them all on March 28th in Orr Auditorium as a part of the Westminster College Celebrity Series. Get more info today by visiting westminster.edu.
14 offensive boards for St. Vincent has led to 14 second chance points. Scoring-wise, Westminster led by DJ Harrell with 22-11 from Trey DePietro. All the trays came in the first half. Jalen Gales with 16 leads St. Vincent. Westminster up by 10 on that Anthony Bruce three-pointer, and they'll get it back after the St. Vincent turnover. Let's go down to RJ for a quick thought. RJ.
Coming out of the Bearcats huddle, Coach D.P. Harris said we got to speed it up. With so much little time left, we have to go. We got to rotate. We got to move down the court. We got to move with a purpose.
All right, thank you, RJ. Harrell between the circles. Feeds it to Anthony Bruce. Bruce around his screen. Bruce downhill. Spins in the lane. Kicks it back out to DePietro with a shot clock at 10. Trey backdoor cut for Stanley. Fakes. Kicks at the corner for Bruce. Bruce in the paint with a left hand. Scoop. That should be a goaltend. Count the basket for Anthony Bruce.
All athletic a play, and as impressive as it is on the descent. That counts as a goaltend mark. You can't do that. Gets Westminster back to a 12-point cushion, 67-55. They've done a great job at keeping St. Vincent at an arm's length the entire game. They've gotten back 7 points, but the Titans have then come back on offense to put some points back up on the board.
Career high 9 now for Anthony Bruce. Coming up big here on the bench in the playoffs for Westminster, the midseason transfer. Baseline, Crosby feeds it inside. Shot by Payne, no good. Rebound banged into the corner, grabbed by Lucas Stanley. Titans looking to add to a 12-point lead. Last 5 points from Anthony Bruce. There he is right there, 30 on the logo. Left side it goes to Harrell. Harrell will hand off to Stanley and back out front. Feed it left side for Harrell. Harrell with hesitation. Comes around the screen left to the baseline. Fades, shoots, too strong, no good. Rebound grabbed out of the air by Gales.
It's a great time for that big defensive rebound. You got to get a big stop there for St. Vincent. A nice job by the Bearcats to do so.
Gordon back in the game, number 11 to the baseline. Gordon banging in, puts a shot, a block from behind by DePietro, but a whistle and a foul. Trey blocked that one with his elbow, but
only the second team foul, or that's on Harrell.
Oh, wow. They did. They called that on Harrell. Boy, DePietro was the one blocking the shot.
And we see on the replay, it's DePietro's arm that gets in there.
Let's see that replay one more time if we can, ladies and gentlemen.
Harrell's, he's there.
Yeah,
he's there, but it's the bicep, the tricep of DePietro that is smacking in the head. So now Harrell joins the Hergenrother and Weir party.
They're on
4 fouls.
DJ stays out there, 6:33 to go. 2 shots line right from Maxwell Gordon. 4 of 5 from the line. He missed his first 2. He's made 4 in a row. Line right, that rattles in. Yeah, DJ was shocked. He'll come out now as Sifke will check in. He can't believe that.
4 points for Sifke, all from the 15-foot line. 22 for DJ Harrell. Look at the names on the Titan bench now in foul trouble. Drew Weir, Nick Hergenrother, DJ Harrell.
3 starters. Plus starter Nick Ryan not playing today with a knee injury. So 1 more for Gordon. And it's good. Gordon now with double digits. 10 in the game for Maxwell Gordon, a sophomore. Westminster leads by 10. Ball inbounded to Bruce. Bruce up the sideline, feeds it to Koros. Koros on that wing right. Koros, top of the key to DePietro. DePietro back to Bruce on the wing. Bruce top of the key, down the lane with a left hand, blocked inside. Gales with the block.
Gales was there the whole time. It's a great defensive presence from him.
Ostrowski feeds it inside for Gales. Gales nearly out of bounds, and then Elmer's on the sideline, but it's saved by Gordon.
The vertical by him there.
Gordon to the basket, scoop up and in with a right hand. Boy, made a great catch, got to the basket, put it in.
Yeah,
And Westminster going to take a timeout as we're at the 6-minute mark. And it give us a chance here with Westminster leading 67-59 to get a peek at the women's game. Westminster ladies have cut it to 3 as they work the basket, actually on defense with about a minute to go. So St. Vincent basketball. St. Vincent, as they update the score, now lead just by 1. Tough shot. That'll go. Yeah, a little bit of glitchiness there on the stream, and it looks like Westminster down by 1.
They can take the lead in under a minute.
Yeah. So
under a minute to go, rather.
What a game by the Westminster ladies facing the #1 seed St. Vincent Bearcats. And we'll keep an eye on that one. And of course, this one, and the big story here is foul trouble for Westminster. DJ Harrell, Drew Weir, Mick Hergenrother, all with 4 fouls. All 3 are on the bench right now.
Javante Jones, Jaden Gales, Mike Izzolino also all have 3, 4. And Colin Masson as well, pardon me, have 3 for St. Vincent as well.
Titans got to beat this press. Ball into Koros. Koros feed it to Bruce. Bruce across the timeline, reaching in to try to knock it away was Bailey. The ball out of bounds, and they're going to say it's off of Anthony Bruce.
They're going to gamble here, Mark. Mick Hergenrother comes in. Just under 6 minutes to go for Anthony Bruce. He's got 4 fouls.
And it's just to a point now, Ben, you can't afford to not get the ball up the floor.
Yeah. You need your guys who are your stars to be your stars.
We'll see if St. Vincent tries to attack Hergenrother. Gordon down the lane. Gordon, shot blocked by Koros. Well, they tried to go right at Mick Hergenrother. He's able to keep the hands off but not fouling. Skevos with the help defense slaps it into the bench.
Incredible power on the shot rejection there from Koros, coming down like the hammer of Thor, smacking it into the St. Vincent sideline.
There's a volleyball spike. Inbound, it goes to Jones. Jones, feed it to Gales. Gales right side, spins against Koros. Back to Jones, might have got away with a walk, throws it up, shot no good, rebound Skevos, Koros. And now with Hergenrother back in there, no press off the missed shot by St. Vincent, 5:22 to go.
Coach Richards yelling time. Be slow, be
all right side, Koros. Little weave for the Westminster Titans out front. Here's Stanley, room 3, in and out, no good. Rebound, no, banged into the hands of Koros, and Westminster with a reset on the shot clock. Back to 20.
Only the 6th offensive rebound of the day for Westminster.
Hergenrother, wing left. Hergenrother in the paint, scoops with the right hand. Good. Mick Hergenrother with the runner with the right hand. His first 2 of the game.
Playing like he's got no fouls, Mark. A great way to drive and penetrate the paint and grow the lead back to 10.
Gordon working on the wing. Feeds it down low for Gales. Spins against Koros. Shot partially blocked. Rebound to the air. Grab by Hergenrother. Titans with numbers. Mick down the floor. Feeds it right side for Koros. Koros in the corner. Wanted Stanley, and the ball deflected out of bounds.
Well, Murderers Row coming back. Mark, DJ Harrell, Drew Weir. They're going to check into the game. That's now 12 fouls on the floor between these 3 players.
Good set there. Minutes, though, by Stanley and Koros and Sifke the last couple of times. Once they got Mick back in there, kind of just settled down a little bit.
Scoreboard's just gone off.
So the scoreboard should be 69-59, 4:30 to go. There it is, plugged back in. A lot of excitement everywhere. Somebody kicked the plug. Probably RJ. Nah, just kidding.
He's fine. He's on the bleachers.
He's far away from the court. Okay, stay away from the court, RJ. Here's Hergenrother working right side. Top of the key for DePietro. Titans lead by 10. First round here in the PAC Playoffs. #1 Westminster, #4 St. Vincent. On the wing, Hergenrother inside for DePietro. Fakes, takes it. He got it! Trey DePietro, his first basket of the second half. Titans up by 13.
Well, that's his lucky number 13 as well, Mark, and that's huge for the total scoring.
Jones working left, spins against DePietro, throws up the righty hook, it's good. Quick answer by Javante Jones. 10 points now for Jones.
Jones also has 3 fouls. He's got to be careful the rest of the way.
Long pass ahead to Weir, back out front. Hergenrother holds the basketball on the logo with the shot clock at 19. Titans leading by 10, 3:43 to go. Weir on the wing, feeds it inside to Petro with a back cut, shot blocked by Jones. Fight for the basketball, Ostrowski cannot save it. Westminster keeps it. Boy, nice pass And Jones came from nowhere to get the block, and that's going to take us to the final media timeout in regulation. With 3:34 to go on the clock, it's Westminster 71. It's St. Vincent 61. We're back with more in a moment on your home of the Titans, WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Dev's Books Market. Dev's Books Market, located at 3384 Perry Highway in Newcastle, offering gas, grocery, fresh deli favorites, propane refills, diesel, and so much more waiting for you. Open weekdays from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., Saturdays from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Dev's Books Market, your one-stop shop in Newcastle, from books to bites to beyond.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Sunset Lanes, offering bowling, food, and drinks, located at 1218 Idaho Street in Farrell, Pennsylvania. Sunset Lanes open every day until midnight, closed on Sundays. Call 724-981-9363 or visit online at bowlingoftheballs.rocks.
Westminster in this game still shooting over 50% from the field. 7 of 17 from 3. St. Vincent 43% from the field. They're 0 of 6 from 3. And they have made 65% of their free throws, 13 of 20.
Well, they've been taking good shots from 3, Mark. Look, they were 4 of 21 in their game allowed on Saturday at Chatham. They're only 0 for 6 a day, so they're taking better quality shots.
We'll go down to RJ real quick, RJ.
Real quick, Coach, we got to keep playing to the end. This game's going to come down to the wire. We can't give up. We got to keep playing with the same mentality we came in the game. It's 0-0. It's anyone's game at this point from the Bearcats bench.
What did they call?
It was right off the inbound. No foul on the play. Maybe a 5-second violation. Again, no foul. Hergenrother was on the inbound. He's got 4.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the call was. I thought maybe at first it was an illegal screen, but they didn't put any numbers up, and they didn't put anything on the board, but the ball goes back over to St. Vincent. Right side, Gordon down the lane, floats it up with a right hand and hits it.
Just past the outstretched fingertips of DePietro. He was centimeters from tipping that shot.
Double teamed as Hergenrother. Mick steps through the double team. Now the Titans have numbers. Ahead to Harrell, but he'll slow it down with 3:13 to go. 71-63. Titans leading by 8. 14 now in the game for Gordon after that basket. There's Harrell, wing right. To DePietro with the shot clock at 6. Trey puts it on the floor, down the lane to the basket, put it up, no. Rebound back to DePietro. Williams back in. That should not be a violation. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. The shot clock did not reset. So they're going to reset the shot clock. Westminster's going to have this ball because Trey had it.
I was going to say, I haven't lost it, right? It did, in fact, it did hit the rim.
Yep.
So it will be a 20-second reset.
Now they're going to look at it, I believe, on the replay, so if we can get a peek at that as well. Valiant effort tonight by the Westminster College ladies. They'll fall to number 1 seed St. Vincent, 61-57. Well, they went down to St. Vincent and gave the number 1 seed a real scare. Tough end of the year for the ladies, but continued to get better as things went on. Here's a look at, we're trying to look here at the shot clock and the Trey DePietro shot and see where we are and if they have to reset the game clock. Men's basketball, that Chatham score. If you want to put the scores back up there for us, Ethan, we can look at those again. That'd be awesome. But Chatham leads Grove City 53-51. Westminster St. Vincent winner plays the winner of that one. 55-50 now. St. Vincent and Westminster, that's the women's final. As the ladies go down 61-57. And Chatham and Grove City are going to go down the wire just like this one will. Right now, Westminster leading by 8 with 2:50 to go. RJ, if you have any update on what that official call is, you'll let us know as soon as they tell everybody else. Dennis Jones in there as well, our cameraman, getting a peek.
For that playoff game, Mark, with Grove City Chatham, winner of that, of course, plays the winner of this. Westminster would host, St. Vincent would travel, regardless of who wins. As that's the 2 and the 3 game, this is the 1 and the 4. And this is an important moment, Mark. Look, you obviously 8-point game, emotions are high, fouls are obviously high, but you get the chance to kind of reset. There's not a charge timeout, and Westminster should be getting the ball back.
What happens here, too, is you get that ball back and kill another 20 seconds off the shot clock, which is huge on that rebound. Trey missed the shot, got his own rebound. It was a fight for the basketball, but I do believe Trey had possession of the ball when they blew the whistle. They were slapping at it with St. Vincent, and it was loose for a moment.
And it's going to be an interesting coaching decision. You don't really have any fouls to give if you're St. Vincent. You can't slap a guy with the ball just to get him to shoot two. You have 18 fouls. You've got 3 or 4 players with 3 points, or 3 fouls.
I think as it gets later in the game, they may choose to send somebody to the line. That the next foul is still a 1-and-1 opportunity.
Yeah.
So it may be in the strategy. You said really nothing to give, but there are times that you just got to take fouls late in the game. So we will see what happens with that. Westminster leading 71-63. Long discussion with our officials, Austin Jones, Tom Drennan, and Jesse Joseph on what we have here. I don't know if you heard. If you do, RJ, let us know. What do you got?
Discussion is that if the clock expired before the ball hit the rim. So what happened was the video was buffering, and we almost got a feature on WCN and had a Pilar stream up, but the discussion was if the ball hit the rim before the clock expired and if there should have been a whistle blown.
The ball definitely hit the rim before the clock expired. I'll tell you that, because the rebound is when everybody stopped because the buzzer went off during the rebound session. Looks like it's going to be Westminster ball.
So much time after it went off that they're actually going to take 4 seconds off the shot
and that's
clock.
the thing that may have happened there, and I think that's a good call there. Thank you, RJ. 16 on the clock to shoot, 2:50 in the game. And Hergenrother into Stanley. Stanley will feed it out front for Harrell. DJ down the lane, DJ to the basket, and the shot gets blocked, and all the clock and everything went off. Did that ball go in?
Well, there.
Or just 2-shot opportunity here, as now the clock went off again.
Coach Harris looks like he wants to call the play dead because the shot clock went off when the ball was going around the perimeter. Now it's back on. But
let's see if we can watch. I don't know if we can get a look at the clock. Harrell's shot did not go in. It was blocked. Somebody yelled made basket, but there was no made basket there. But
looked like DJ
Harrell was fouled. He should be on the line to shoot 2 unless they determine something should be dead before that. Nobody blew a whistle.
No, and they could be within their rights here, Mark, to say, well, the clock went down around 10 with 5 seconds left before he went to the rack. We're going to blow it dead. Titan alumni, join us for the 15th annual Alumni and Friends Florida Dinner Cruise on Sunday, April 12th. Keith McCauley, class of 68, will be hosting a beautiful evening of dining and mingling with Westminster College alumni and friends in St. Petersburg, Florida. Full details on costs and how to make your reservation can be found at westminster.edu.
Officials again looking, and now as DJ Harrell started his drive to the basket, the shot clock had gone blank. The game clock had gone blank, but nobody had stopped on the floor, and there was no whistle to stop play until DJ was fouled. And now we'll look back at that and see what position does that put us in as we'll go from there. And I think we're going to go to another screen. And guys, if you have a replay on that we can show for the officials, we can do that as well, as they're looking at the big screen too. So we're actually rolling back our feed on the PAC Digital Network to see what we have as Dennis Jones peeks in. DJ Harris wants to know what's going on. Here's a look. Everything's off when DJ goes in there. The shot was blocked.
It was off before he got into the paint. It was when he was going around the perimeter.
If they did not call a foul there, this is going to be St. Vincent's ball, because after the block shot, the ball ends up in the hands of St. Vincent.
And you see the play clock flickering on and off right when Stanley makes that pass.
So I think it comes down to the fact that that may be a reach-in foul right there on Gales. Because I did hear a whistle, but what I don't know is if that whistle was for a foul or if the whistle was the stop play because of the clock.
And the referees have been very consistent today, Mark, and that looks like it would have constituted a foul earlier on in the game.
Oh,
and
for
George
sure.
Richards
So we'll
looks
see
pleased, so I'm assuming it's good news for the Titans.
RJ, let's go back down to you as you do more investigative reporting today. Go ahead, RJ.
Pretty much what happened was another shot clock violation, whatever it was, but then the scoreboard went up, and then Coach Harris actually predicted the foul. He almost wasted a challenge on it, but as we saw, a lot of scoreboard problems and whatnot. At first it was a foul, and the scoreboard went up, and that was an issue, leading us to use a WCN broadcast. So Coach Harris is right on that foul right there, and that will lead the Herald to the line.
So on the way to the basket, the reach-in foul against St. Vincent. I did not see who they put that foul on. There was a reach-in, but either way, Harrell's going to hit that first foul shot and give the Titans a 72-63 lead. He can make it 10 right here. He does. DJ Harrell gives Westminster a 10-point lead with 2:43 to go.
It was Ostrowski on the foul.
All right, which would be his second. 19 fouls, so double bonus now for Westminster. Trying not to let Ostrowski get a catch is Lucas Stanley, who has been in his shirt. Gordon into the paint, spins, shoots, right-hand shot, in and out, no good. Rebound, Gales back up, no one a foul. That might be it for Drew Weir. On the putback attempt by Gales. Gales will shoot a pair. That foul is on Drew Weir, so Drew will foul out with Westminster leading by 10.
Well, he and Mick Hergenrother, both in the thick of it, Mark, both have 4 fouls, and just looks like the right arm of Drew Weir is what's going to be that last citation, 5th and final.
So 2:22 to go in the game, and the Titans up by 10. Weir is done. Koros checks in. Line right for Gales. Big foul shots for Gales. First one is up and good.
And that was the 16th offensive rebound of the day for St. Vincent. They've done a great job with 14 second chance points as well.
17 points for Gales. Foul shot is up and good. 18 for Gales. Isolino checks out. Crosby checks in. Titans will inbound to Hergenrother, then is Stanley on the run across the timeline. Stanley right side, Koros ready, layup high off the glass and good! Skevos for 2 off the assist from Stanley. Titans lead by 10.
Well, you hear the noise from the crowd, Mark. What a great play by Stanley to get the ball in.
Quickly, Gordon to the basket, bangs it off the glass and good. 10 in the second half for Gordon. Titans by 8, under 2 to go. Long pass ahead to Koros, he'll slow it up this time. Cross it to Stanley, space, shoot! 3 is off the back rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by Jones. Gordon feeds it to Ostrowski, fires a long distance 3 and hits it. That's the first 3 of the game for Ostrowski, for St. Vincent as a team, and that 3 will cut it to 5. And this is starting to feel like a case of deja vu on where we were the first time these teams matched up way back on January 10th, which was an 89-83 Westminster overtime win.
And it's a 6-point swing, Mark. A great 3-point shooter in Lucas Stanley just banks it off the inside of the rim. Ostrowski goes down and nails a 3-pointer, the only one of the day for St. Vincent, and it couldn't be any better. Nothing but net. And it's getting cold outside again, and the winter months can be especially hard on those trying to make ends meet. The Mercer County Food Bank is providing assistance, but they need your help right now. Every dollar you give puts food on the table for a neighbor in need, so don't wait. Go to the mercercountyfoodbank.org or call 724-981-0353 and make your donation today. Help fill the shelves of our neighbors in need, many of them children right now. Nobody should go hungry. Visit mercercountyfoodbank.org or call 724-981-0353 to help stamp out hunger today.
Thank you to our friends at the Mercer County Food Bank in Westminster after a Dev Ostrowski 3. First made 3 for St. Vincent in this game, as they are 1 for 7 now from 3-point range, but that's a big one.
Well, it's the shot of the year for St. Vincent. It keeps them in this game.
And they need a couple more shots of the year. Let's go down to RJ. RJ, go ahead, bud.
Both sidelines, both coaches, cool, calm, and collected as ever. It's kind of sinister to say the least. Coach Richards, though, trusting in his players and saying, stay calm and let's finish this thing out.
Well, into Harrell. Harrell had it poked away for a moment, got it back. Ostrowski chasing Harrell. Ball to Hergenrother.
Coach D.P. Harris wants a foul on, or a travel rather, on Harrell.
And it was close. Ball to Harrell, top of the key. Game clock at 1:26. To DePietro, shot clock at 10. Trey working to his right, feeds it to Koros, shot clock at 7. Skevos working right, feeds it to Hergenrother. Shot clock at 2, fires a long 3. It's off the rim, no. Ostrowski with a rebound.
You just had to get something up, Mark. It would have been a shot clock violation.
Well, that's baseline drive. Gordon flips it inside. Shot up and good by Gales. So Gales will knock it in. The Westminster lead is down to 3 with 59 seconds to go. Ball to Stanley across the timeline. 54 seconds, top of the key to Mick Hergenrother. Hergenrother feeds it out front for Harrell. Shot clock at 16. Titans took it all the way down and took a tough shot last time. Harrell works to his left. Harrell downhill, fakes, spins, out to a wide open DePietro. 3 in the air, got it! Trey DePietro with a big 3, his biggest of his career, and Westminster leads by 5. 30 seconds to go. Right side Ostrowski will fire a 3. It's an air ball. Rebound underneath, though, grabbed by Jones, tied up by DePietro, but a whistle and a foul called inside on Skevos Koros. No, they changed the foul. 1 and 1. It's on the floor. Here's a replay of that 3.
The shot of his life, Mark. Calm, collected. He spins the stone to sharpen the dagger. Puts Westminster up 6 points.
Second foul on Trey DePietro. 1 and 1 opportunity for Javonte Jones. Team foul number 9 makes the first. Jones 3 of 3 from the line. I'd like to welcome our listeners on Titan Radio who listen to the Westminster ladies fall to St. Vincent 61-57. This is the men's game. Westminster led 44-33 at the half, led by as many as 15 in the first half, as many as 13 in the second half. But in the last couple of minutes, St. Vincent has come roaring back. Had cut the lead moments ago before a big 3 by Trey DePietro pushes it out to 78-72. Second foul shot up and good for Jones.
Needed both of those for St. Vincent. Back to a 4-point game.
Titans looking to inbound. And Coach Richards will call timeout with a little struggle on the inbound. It got to about 4 seconds. He wasn't going to risk it. 4-point lead for Westminster. And we'll take a quick timeout. 24 seconds to go in this one. Westminster leads by 4, and you're home of the Titans. WCN.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Reed Activewear, offering men's and women's activewear and custom embroidery. Located at 1610 West Jackson Street in Painesville, Ohio. Reed Activewear, open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, closed on weekends. Visit reedactivewear.biz or call 440-352-7433.
All right, we're back here at a very excited Buzz Riddle Gymnasium. Some cheer, some sit on their hands because they can't do anything else because they are so worried. And let's go down to someone who's not worried. RJ Scott, what do you have?
The message is simple. Finish, no dumb plays, and just play through it. Obviously, we see the full court press, so opposition is there. Titans have to get through adversity.
Titans get it in bounds. Long pass ahead, and Mick Hergenrother threw it over the head of Trey DePietro, who was alone under the basket. And the Titans had an opportunity, but the pass airmailed on the turnover. So with 19 seconds to go, the ball back to St. Vincent.
Well, you can be reassured. It's a 4-point game, so they can't go down and tie it or take the lead.
Well, they could tie it with a 4-point play, right? Cross the timeline. I hope they don't. Gordon works to his left hand. Gordon spins out front for Gales. 3 in the air. It's off the rim. No good. Fight for the rebound. Isolino grabbed it and stripped down low. It's going to be a Westminster foul.
7 seconds to go. Lucas Stanley's second foul. Still a 4-point game.
So stripped him down low on the rebound. And to the line, Isolino, who has not attempted a foul shot and has not scored today. First one's up and good. He shoots 87% from the line. The Titan lead is 3. 6.9 on the clock. Might see Coach Harris choose to foul here right away. Second shot, up and good. So Isolino gets them both. Substitution, Isolino off the floor. And Westminster going to take a timeout with 6.9 seconds. 6.9 on the clock. Full timeout.
March 20th, which happens to be Mr. Rogers' birthday, is also when we celebrate Be Kind Day here at Westminster, a day filled with special events aimed at kids of all ages and celebration of Fred Rogers. He was a creator, host, and personality behind the beloved TV show Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, which ran from 1968 to 2001 and produced nearby in Pittsburgh. used the gentle and thoughtful words of Mr. Rogers' neighborhood to teach children the kindness is a daily practice grounded in empathy and respect. Through simple conversations, songs, and make-believe stories, Mr. Rogers showed that every person has the inherent worth and deserves to be treated with care. Rogers modeled patience, emotional honesty, and acceptance, helping children understand their own feelings while encouraging them to consider the feelings of others. His consistent message, it's important to be a good neighbor to everyone. Make kindness feel both accessible and essential. Join us in celebrating his message and stay tuned to WCN and Titan Radio for more details on the Be Kind Day on March 20th. And it is around 7 seconds for being a great day in the neighborhood here in New Wilmington, Mark.
Westminster leading 78-76. 6.9 on the clock. Neither team has a timeout. Quickly to RJ. Go ahead, RJ.
Words from Coach Richards is strong with the basketball, and we got to go. We got to finish, and we have to foul if necessary. We'll see how the rest of the tape goes from here, fellas.
So Stanley looking to inbound against full court face guard man pressure. And Jones guarding the inbounder to make it hard. Stanley runs to his right, ball into Harrell, and Harrell gets fouled with 4.4 on the clock. They try to tie him up, committing the foul on that far side. The foul's going to go against Jaden Bailey, who basically came in for defensive purposes. 4.4 on the clock. Harrell will shoot 2 line left.
He's 8 of 8 today, Mark.
He has been a closer in many games, going way back to the beginning of the year. And he's where he wants to be, and that's the guy the Titans want on the line.
Well, when he came in from Salem, we were told he's a difference maker, he's a game breaker. He's been that all season, 24 points today.
Jim gets quiet. Line left for Harrell. First foul shot, good. Rattled it home. It still counts. 9 of 9 from the line for Harrell. Came in shooting 71%. That's obviously gone up today.
Biggest shot of the season to make it a 2-possession game.
One more line left. 2 possession, barring a foul on a 3. Second shot is up and good. Harrell gets them both. 4.4 on the clock. Titans up 4. Will stay out of the way. Gordon fires a 3. It's off the back rim, and the clock goes to 0. And the Westminster Titans will advance in the PAC tournament. The Titans win it by a score of 80-76.
Oh, we'll see a Thursday night, but great awareness by Mick Hergenrother. He knows, like you said,
just stay out of the way.
Stay out of it. A three-pointer and a foul could tie the game. He puts his hands up and lets the clock wind down.
We saw Gordon looking for anybody to run into, and there was nobody to do so. And the Westminster Titans, who led by as many as 15 in the first half, 13 in the second half, hold on to win it by a score of 80-76 in a great game here at Buzz Riddle Gymnasium. The Titans now go to 18-8 on the season. St. Vincent finishes their year at 16-10. We'll take a break. We'll join RJ with Coach. Actually, RJ does have Coach Richards here in a moment. We'll get DJ Harrell as well with RJ as they are moving into position right now. But the Titans hang on. 11-point lead at the half. They win it 80-76. Let's go down. If you're ready, RJ, we are ready. He's got to get the mic and we'll be good to go. So let's go down to RJ. He has Coach Dave Richards and our star of the game today in DJ Harrell. Go ahead.
DJ, a lot of points. I don't know exactly your stat line, but another big game from you. Another big game situation. Close one at the end. What made you stay composed?
Really just standing in the gym. I've been working on my free throws lately for the past week. So, you know, especially Coach being on me about free throws and, you know, some of my teammates. So, you know.
And one thing that really stood out to me, when Drew Weir got taken out the game, all you guys stayed composed. Is that just from experience, leadership? What is that ultimately from? From the team seeing that, staying poised and staying focused to close out this game, that was huge.
Oh, absolutely. That's leadership from our team, 1 through 15, you know what I mean? I feel like we built for this. The way we practice just gets us ready for these type of games.
And first playoff game as a Titan, another one to go. How did it feel tonight coming into this game? What was the overall atmosphere for you coming into this game, especially against a very good St. Vincent team, coached by DP Harris, one of the better coaches in D3? What was that overall atmosphere for you?
Feels great. I'm glad the fans got to come out. It was a big crowd tonight. And, you know, I just feel like it's a ring type of year. So, you know, next one Thursday, right? So, you know.
Well, keep scoring 26 points a game. I mean, you'll get a ring no time soon. And Coach Richards, congratulations for you as a Titan alumni, first playoff win, amazing season so far. What does it take?
keep stacking days, right? That's what we've been talking about since day one. Continue to have good days, right? And then you're ready to play. Like, we had a ton of guys in foul trouble today, and our bench stepped up and made great plays. Trevor was great. Skev was great. Anthony Bruce was awesome off the bench. When it's next man up, they produce.
And I was just going to ask you about Anthony Bruce and Trevor Sifke, and Skev was coming off the bench. Putting trust in a big game like this against guys that aren't no slouches, because they were putting guys in, but they were keeping those starters in for most of the game. What type of confidence does that take as a coach?
They show it in practice, right? They practice well, so they're prepared for games, right? If you practice well and prepare well, you'll be good for games.
And I don't know who the opponent is next, obviously, but just next week, another week, another season, obviously. What do we expect, I guess, from you from this week?
Just another good day tomorrow. Get ready for Thursday.
All right, Coach. Thank you so much. Congratulations, DJ. Congratulations, Coach Richards. Thank you so much. Enjoy the victory.
All right, DJ Harrell and Dave Richards slap 5, and we're good. We'll take a break. Westminster wins it 80-76. Moving on for one more game here on Titan Radio and on your home of the Titans, WCN. Back here at Westminster College, a lot of smiles for the hometown Titans as Westminster wins it 80-76 to advance to the next round of the PAC tournament. And now we know the opponent.
That's right, Mark. Chatham takes down Grove City 69-60. It felt written in the stars. A big win for Westminster a few weeks ago over Chatham here in this gym. It was a 20-point victory. They'll be right back at it here on Thursday.
All right, so 7 o'clock is our expected time on Thursday, so we'll get on the air about 6:45 for that one for Chatham and Westminster. This one, a Westminster win. A quick look at the ladies bracket, too. We had a chance to see that Westminster Titans ladies falling earlier to St. Vincent. Westminster losing 61-57. You can see Chatham and WJ at the top of the bracket. They'll match up on Thursday, as will Bethany and St. Vincent. So those are the women's games also being played on Thursday. Final numbers for this one. Westminster led by DJ Harrell with 26 points, 7 of 13 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 10 of 10 from the line, including 2 big foul shots with 4.4 on the clock and a 2-point edge. So that was huge for Westminster to get it done there. 16 points from 16 points from Trey DePietro. Trey 5 of 11 for the field, made 2 big threes, including one late in the second half. 16 for Trey. And the Titans also got 9 points from Anthony Bruce off the bench, a career high for Anthony. In his 8 minutes, he made the most of it with those 9 points. 9 for Drew Weir, 6 for Lucas Stanley, 4 each from Trevor Sifke and Skevos Koros, and then 3 each from Mick Hergenrother and from Jackson Hendershot. The Titans shoot 50%, 8 of 50 from the field. They shoot 40% from 3 at 8 of 20. And the free throws, 22 of 29 for 76%.
Well, Jaden Gales left it all on the floor, Mark. 20 points. He was one of 4 Bearcats in double figures. Devil Ostrowski had 13. Javante Jones with 12. Maxwell Gordon with 14 also. They were 28 of 63 from the field, of 44.4%. Only 1 of 9 from beyond the arc for 11.1%, and 19 of 26 from the charity stripe today, Mark.
Rebounding wise, 39 rebounds to 30 in St. Vincent's favor. They had 18 offensive rebounds, what led to 20 second chance points. That was a big key for St. Vincent, staying in this game and coming back late. 10 turnovers for St. Vincent, 12 for Westminster in the game. Westminster 12 assists, 5 from DJ Harrell, 3 assists for Ostrowski with 5 steals on that St. Vincent side. Anything else?
Just looking over, we saw a big game on Saturday from the bench with 33 points, 20 points today when they needed the bench to be as strong as they were. Coach Richards praised that to RJ in the post game, and just a great showing from all of the Westminster players that got in today, and that's what you need in these moments. You need your guys to be your guys.
Time to officially name our WCN and Titan Radio player of the game.
We've done it a few times before, Mark, but DJ Harrell, 26 points, 7 of 13 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, and an incredible 10 of 10, 100% from the free throw line. 5 assists for Harrell as well.
And that's going to look ahead at broadcast, and it's going to be Thursday at 7 o'clock, our broadcast coming up, as we will keep it going here in the PAC playoffs. So join us 6:45 airtime in that one, and basically the Westminster Titans with a big win here today. They'll advance one more day, unfortunately for the ladies and Coach Scott. A really great effort down at St. Vincent, but couldn't come away with a victory. But we're looking forward to more basketball. And you kind of mentioned it. We know Coach Richards came from Chatham last year, and now he gets Chatham one more time. Beat him here earlier in the season. You're going to need even a bigger and a better win to advance to the finals on Saturday.
Absolutely, and it's so easy to make the story of the semifinals, but it's going to be a great game, and I'm sure Chatham and Westminster both can't wait to face off against each other one more time this season.
As we wrap this up, you can see some highlights of DJ Harrell, our player of the game. And we let you know that this broadcast was brought to you by the Broadcasting and Sports Communication Program at Westminster College, providing real-world experience in today's media for tomorrow's producers. Thank you so much to our crew, our radio crew, Austin Downs and Connor Reedy, that gave us the women's game with Derek McClafferty Engineering. My partners here in the booth, Ben Kelly and RJ Scott. Up top in our control room, directing today, Jacob Walzer. On replay, Jacob Rhodes. Our graphics operator, Ethan Schoen. Lily Stenman on audio. And in the gym on camera, Peyton Mel, Nathan Putz, Jaden Jackson, Damian Davila, Ben White, and Dennis Jones. Also, director of broadcasting, Gary Swanson. Thank you so much. Again, thank you to partners Ben and RJ. I'm Mark Slazak saying thank you for watching and for listening. The final score in this one, on the men's side, Westminster 80, St. Vincent 76. And you caught it right here on your home of the Titans, WCN. You have a good night.